with the perfect doctor by searching specialty and insurance and reading real reviews from real patients.
It's ZocDoc, obviously.
Genius! How'd you know that?
How do you think I found an amazing therapist, dentist, and primary care doc?
Can't believe I didn't know this was an option sooner.
You've got options. Download the free ZocDoc app to book today.
Where'd you get those shoes? Easy. They're from DSW. Because DSW has the exact right shoes for whatever you're into right now. You know, like the sneakers that make office hours feel like happy hour. The boots that turn grocery aisles into runways. And all the styles that show off the many sides of you, from daydreamer to multitasker and everything in between. Because you do it all in really great shoes. Find a shoe for every you at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Lowe's knows there's no better time to refresh your kitchen because right now you can get up to 40% off select major appliances, including GE. Get started with the exclusive GE Slide-In range with no preheat air fry and easy wash oven tray. Shop the Spring Into Good Things event now during SpringFest at Lowe's. We help, you save. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items. Valid 3/20 through 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Exclusions apply.
Geico gives you more coverage for whatever you need, from a dead battery to a flat tire to a fender bender. And you get 24/7 help and fast claims with the Geico app. It's a total car coverage combo, kind of like the combination of EDM, death metal, and smooth jazz. I think this could catch on. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
If you or a loved one are a Rhode Islander over 55 or living with a disability, the Rhode Island Aging and Disability Resource Center, or ADRC, is your resource hub for aging and disability support. Simplify your search for answers and get free expert guidance on long-term care, including Medicare, housing, and more. Call 401-462-4444 to talk with an ADRC specialist or search RIADRC online, a service of the Rhode Island Office of Healthy Aging.
Alex Cora, you are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
That's right, Alex. This is WEEI, and this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow, and it's appropriate that we heard from Alex Cora there because before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora, and Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 48 years and the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. With Alex Cora, here's Will Fleming.
With the manager, Alex Cora, opening day in Texas. Look, it's a new year, Alex. All the excitement, all the emotion. I feel like a little kid today. We've been waiting for this day to come. Here it is. Describe your emotions ahead of the opener.
Excited to be honest with you. We've been grinding for a few years here, and it feels like I said, towards the end of the season, hopefully, we turn the page and we start playing some winning baseball consistently. And the guys, they did an amazing job in spring training. Like, getting locked in, man, it's different. It's different, the repetitions, very serious. They know what we need to do better. Obviously it started with a little bit of drama, and now we're past that, right? And, everybody's ready to go. Everybody's ready to go and excited for Red Sox Nation.
Well, about that drama, we've all said it for so long, Alex. The player in you helps navigate these challenges better than anybody in the game. Rafi just walked out onto the field. He had a big smile on his face. Can you tell us how it was that you navigated an understandably tough issue?
Well, it's like everything. Just time will help you, right? And obviously, he was very vocal early. He was vocal last year about winning, right? So, like I said yesterday, we're in the winning business, and he understands that. I don't agree with Angelica all the time, but I respect her opinions, right? And we're the Cora Felicianos, and we have to work together, right? And we're the Boston Red Sox, and my relationship with Rafi. One thing I told him, I would never want baseball decisions affect the relationships, right? And I made that clear since day one. And little by little, I think the players help out, obviously the front office, but he knows, and he'll be ready. Hopefully this way, too, we keep it on the field. That's very important. And as you know, even in the good years, he had to grind, right, physically. Yeah. In 21, the elbow part thing. Last year, the shoulder. So hopefully this way we can keep him fresh. We can run him out there 162 times, and the kid is going to perform. I truly believe that. And, testament. I think their teammates, man, they were really good about the whole situation.
And speaking of new teammates, Alex Bregman, I mean, you've been banging this drum for a long time. You have such a great, long-standing relationship with him. All of us this spring got to see exactly what you knew, which is this guy doesn't meet expectations. He exceeds at every level. The teammate, the player, the man. What has he meant to your club?
A lot. It's a combination of J.D. Martinez, Justin Turner, but a position player, right? It's not the DH. He's an everyday player. Preparation-wise, I mean, he's on point. He actually, people don't know this, and now you will. He invited all the position players in Fort Myers for dinner, and that was kind of like the second week of spring training, and we have stay away from that. Guys do it, here and there, but I think having the whole group and the coaches there meant a lot. He gets it. I thought I was nuts about baseball, and that guy beats me. He beats me, and people are gonna like him. He's very Dustin-like, Pedroia, but more quiet, right? Yep. He's not as loud, but if you see him and everything he does, there's some seriousness about it. He's locked in. He's a great teammate. He loves this environment. I'm telling you, man, he had Boston circle up. He wanted to come here. I want people to know that because he had a chance to go somewhere else, and he decided to come here, and we appreciate that. And now we're going to see him play every single day, and people are going to fall in love with him.
Speaking of seriousness, the guy on the mound for you today, again, checks all these boxes. He had a phenomenal spring. What does it mean to your team? How does it change things to have a true ace going every 5 days?
It means a lot for the group. The cool thing is that we're talking about the other guys learning from him. He has to learn from them because the other guys have 30 starts under their belt, right? So it's a combination of everything. But another baseball junkie, man, which is awesome, man. Like, he sits there. I walked by the video room the other day, and his wives are with him talking about pitch shapes and the slider and all this. I know he helped Mata with the changeup grip. So he wants to help. He wants to win. Think about it, man. We got two guys that probably have been in October every year, right? And we got a guy that was part of the worst team in the history of the game, and now he's here in Boston. We can change the narrative very quick, and those three guys are going to help us out.
Alex, you love baseball more than anybody I know, and your team now sort of embodies that spirit of you. You've told the story so many times. Having guys to your house, conversations going into the late hours of the night, you got to kick them out of your house. What does it mean to you as a manager that your group sort of buys into that thing, that love of this game?
It means a lot. It means a lot, and I think less me in the clubhouse, it means it's better for the team. I know a lot of people give me credit, but I really want to manage the game. I don't want to manage the clubhouse. That's for the players, and they're doing a good job. Yesterday I was still in the hitting group. I say, hey, listen, you're going to get some text at midnight from Alex Bregman, come to my room. You're going to tell him we're going to meet at Alex's suite, So instead of staying till 3 in the morning, we stay till 1:30 in the morning because that's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of conversations. I don't know if you guys notice it on the plane. It's different. It's different, and different in a good way. We got a good mix. We got some winners, and we got some leaders in the clubhouse. We've been screaming for that for a few years. We finally do it. Now it's up to us. We got to perform.
As to managing the game, you have so many weapons, Alex, and you're so good at finding platoon advantages for guys. I mean, the depth of this roster is as good as it's been since 18, don't you think?
Yeah, and we got to learn who is who. We got to let Casas face lefties early in the game, late in the game. We got to see Willie how we're going to do it. We got to mix and match. They asked me today about the starters played in the 4-game series. You know what? I still remember Mookie Betts not playing Game 5 or 6 in 2018, and that kind of like happened, right? It was pretty cool. So I'm not going to go 2018 with workload, but we have to take care of them. That's the most important thing.
Christian Campbell makes his first big league roster. What a remarkable story. He asked you yesterday who his roommate is going to be here in Houston, and I know people had fun with him on that, but he earned this position. What are you expecting from the kid?
Just go out there and play. That's the most important thing. We talk about it. There's going to be a lot of challenges. He's going to make mistakes, but little by little, he's going to find a way, to perform at this level. hopefully it starts today. But we got to be patient, understanding that he can hit the ball really hard. He's a good athlete. He's very smart about the game. So let's play the kid and see what happens.
Two more quick ones. Back into the bullpen. You've said Chapman will close to start the year, but not if there's a pocket of lefties. How do you communicate that? How are you going to manage the back end of the bullpen to start the year?
He knows already. We talked about it yesterday. Obviously with Crochet on the mound, it's a little bit different, right? They got all the righties there. So, probably he'll pitch the ninth regardless. But we'll study the opposition, especially, those teams that have monsters lefties. And if they come on the eighth, we'll use him, knowing that we got other capable lefties too that can do the job. Wilson is really good. Bernie spins the ball, so we'll pick and choose, but he's our closer.
In about 2 hours, your leadoff hitter, the MVP of the All-Star game, is going to dig into the box. He has such high expectations for himself. I thought you said something really interesting, comparing him to Benintendi and not trying to fall into those traps. How do you manage Jaron this year?
First pitch fastball, hit it in the gap. Hit the ball in the gap. That's what we want. Be ready. It's going to be action from the get-go. It's a team that people are going to like, Obviously, we have a job to do, but I think, we're gonna be good. It's a very serious team. It starts with him, and we're ready for the challenge.
We're excited. Thank you for the time, and good luck, Alex.
Thank you, Will.
That was manager Alex Cora with Will Fleming here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. By the way, you can watch Red Sox pregame on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. With so much love, you won't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Find your authorized retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Lots to come still here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. We'll go to Arlington for starting lineups. We'll take a look around the scoreboard and a new segment here in the show, the Lock of the Game, presented by InterlockMetalRoofing.com. We'll have that all for you right after this. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today and feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Geico gives you a total car coverage combination, from flats to fender benders to dead batteries. Kind of like combining ranchera, video game music, and a high school choir on Helio. Sounds like a hit to me. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
Si usted es residente de Rhode Island mayor de 55 años o vive con una discapacidad, el Centro de Recursos para el Envejecimiento y la Discapacidad de Rhode Island, o ADRC, puede apoyarle. Obtenga orientación profesional gratuita sobre el cuidado a largo plazo, Medicare, vivienda y más. Llame al 401-462-4444 para hablar con ADRC o busque RIADRC en línea. Servicio de la Oficina para el Envejecimiento Saludable de Rhode Island.
In a Toyota truck, the world was made for adventure. Do you hear them? Calling to you. Mountains blistered by ice. Newly formed ground forged from rock. Unstoppable forces and immovable objects colliding, creating something new. Earth and all its potential wonder. Outlast, outlive Toyota trucks.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Long gone are the days of waiting to be seen in a doctor's office only to have that awkward conversation with your healthcare provider. Wisp gives you access to sexual and reproductive healthcare from the comfort of your home. Get treatment for BV, yeast infections, UTIs, and much more delivered directly to your home or ready for pickup at your local pharmacy in less than 3 hours. The best part? Wisp is discreet, convenient, and you don't need medical insurance to receive care or prescription medication. Visit us today at hellowisp.com.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Macy Spring VIP sale is here. Exclusive savings on the season's most loved brands, with an extra 30% off Avec Les Filles, Karl Lagerfeld, DKNY, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty essentials from MAC, Armani Beauty, and too many others to mention. So get to the Macy's Spring VIP sale now and shop brands you love at prices you'll love even more. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2, selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias, excluye Hawái.
Geico gives you more coverage for whatever you need, from a dead battery to a flat tire to a fender bender. And you get 24/7 help and fast claims with the Geico app. It's a total car coverage combo, kind of like the combination of EDM, death metal, and smooth jazz. I think this could catch on. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
If you or a loved one are a Rhode Islander over 55 or living with a disability, the Rhode Island Aging and Disability Resource Center, or ADRC, is your resource hub for aging and disability support. Simplify your search for answers and get free expert guidance on long-term care, including Medicare, housing, and more. Call 401-462-4444 to talk with an ADRC specialist, or search RIADRC online, a service of the Rhode Island Office of Healthy Aging.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas, the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers, and we now join the public address announcer for the introduction of today's starting lineup. Red Sox training staff and reserves on the third base line in the Road Grays, and here comes the starting 9.
Leading off and playing left field, number 16, Jaron Duran. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 11, Rafael Devers. Batting third and playing third base, number 2, Alex Bregman. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 36, Tristan Casas. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 10, Trevor Story. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 28, Christian Campbell. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 52, Wheeler Abreu. Batting eighth and catching, number 12, Connor Wong. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 3, Cedon Rafaela. And on the mound for Boston, number 35, Garrett Crochet.
Now, Garrett Crochet is warming in the Red Sox bullpen. Alex Bregman greeted loudly with boos. Of course, an adversary for these Rangers with the Houston Astros. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Christian Arcand will close out the pregame show in just a moment, but we are so excited to have Will Middlebrooks with us today and for so much of the season. That was really cool, Will. You've done that before as a player for the first time, and many others. Christian Campbell was beaming. He was smiling ear to ear. Bregman relishing, kind of embracing the boos. It's opening day, and it is awesome to get going.
Well, you can see what I'm showing. I still have goosebumps because I've been that person. I've been out there, and I've been there for opening day, and there's just no substitute for the things you feel, especially if it's your first one, like Christian Campbell.
So he's wearing the Red Sox gray road unis. His parents are here. Everyone is watching him today to see how he embraces this opportunity in this moment. They're going to unfurl the major American flag and introduce all of these Texas Rangers. There's something so special, Will, about opening day. I love that Bregman got booed by these fans here in Texas. He has been such a great leader for this Red Sox team. And I think that he will channel that here today.
Well, it's special in a case that they've spent a month together, right? But as soon as he walked in the doors of that clubhouse at JetBlue Park in Fort Myers, the whole vibe of that room changed. And it's like, you know, there were leaders on that team, and now there is the leader on that team that everyone can go to, not just young guys, everyone.
Lastly, before we send it back to Christian to wrap up the pregame show before opening day in Arlington, Texas, How good does it feel to look out in the visitors' bullpen and see the big left-hander getting ready?
Oh, my goodness, Willie. Oh, my gosh. Hey, we just had him on the screen here as they announced his name when they were announcing the lineups, and it's just a good feeling when you have an ace. There's good pitchers, and then there's an ace, and that's what Garrett Crochet is.
It seems to fill every need the Red Sox have. It is electric here. They have closed the roof. Here in Arlington, Texas, there's rain in the forecast, but the Texas flag, the American flag, we are fired up and ready to go. We will have the first pitch, lineups, and all of that in about 10 minutes from now. But back to Christian Arcand to wrap up our pregame show. We cannot get here soon enough. Opening day in just a minute. Back to you, Christian.
Thank you very much, Will. Back here in our Boston studios. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. It's time now for the Subaru scoreboard update. There's a lot to love about the trusted 2025 Subaru Forester. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Couple of AL East teams in action already today as the Yankees and the Brewers got going around 3 o'clock for the first game of this season. Some action early in that one over in the Bronx where the Yankees lead by a score of 2-1 in the top of the third inning. All 3 runs that have been scored coming on solo home runs. Big surprise there at Yankee Stadium, right? Austin Wells with a first inning shot, 348 feet. Anthony Volpe, with a solo shot in the second. And Vinny Capra, the third baseman over in Milwaukee, getting the better of Carlos Rodon with a home run to left field. It is 2-1 Yankees there in the top of the third inning over there. The Orioles and the Blue Jays had a delay to start this one. They're now in the bottom of the first inning. Adley Rutschman with a solo home run. He hit it off Jose Barrios, and that gives the Orioles a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. Also, the Twins and the Cardinals are underway, but stuck in a rain delay in the top of the first inning in St. Louis. Still to come, Phillies and the Nationals getting underway at the same time as the Red Sox. That'll be Zach Wheeler and Mackenzie Gore getting the starts there, respectively, for those teams. Pittsburgh and Miami getting underway at 4:10. Paul Skeens and Sandy Alcantara, your starters there. San Francisco and Cincinnati, another 4:10 start. Same with L.A. and Chicago. In Chicago, Cleveland visiting Kansas City at 4:10. Ben Lively and Cole Reagans are your starters there. The new-look New York Mets with Clay Holmes on the mound, visiting Framber Valdez and the Houston Astros, another 4:10 start there. Atlanta and San Diego as Chris Sale and Michael King square off in a nice National League showdown there. Another 4:10 start. Detroit and L.A., Tarek Skubal and Blake Snell, big-time pitching matchup out at Dodger Stadium. They'll get underway at 7 o'clock as L.A. looks to repeat as champions. The Chicago Cubs will be in Arizona at 10:10, and the Oakland A's will pay a visit to the Seattle Mariners. Luis Severino and Logan Gilbert, your scheduled starters for that one. The starting lineups, by the way, were brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, and that brings us to the new segment here, which is the Lock of the Game. It's presented by InterlockMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again. And for the Lock of the Day today, I hope I don't regret saying this, and I don't think I'm going to, but I'm going to go with a strong debut from Garrett Crochet. I'd say if the spring's any indication here, we should be expecting lots of strikeouts today as the new ace of the team looks to make a strong first impression. And it's more than just that. It's more than just making a good impression with the Red Sox. I think it's about proving that not only is he more than just the comeback player of the year last year and more than just a guy who was a good pitcher on a bad team in the Chicago White Sox last year, but this is a guy who in a big market with big expectations like Boston can perform at the highest level. The expectations on him are huge, and if you've watched any of the media surrounding him, Play Tessie and some of these other interviews that you've had with him, he is doesn't really seem overwhelmed by the pressure. And I think that's an interesting aspect of the personalities of some of these young kids on the team. Not that he's that young, he's 25, but, between him, Christian Campbell, Roman Anthony, who's only 20 years old, Marcelo Meyer, some of these guys, you're really seeing a sense of calm and confidence, which I think is going to be really noticeable this season. And I think it's going to start with the guy on the mound tonight, and that's Garrett Crochet. I'm expecting him to go out there and not just tonight be good, but I'm expecting a major, major season from him, and I think he's ready for it. Every once in a while, someone will come to the Red Sox, a big name. There's been a lot of them over the years. Edgar Renteria springs to mind, not to pick on him or anything like that. But you hear about these guys and you see these guys. They come in here and you expect them to play like they played on their old team. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the moment and the spotlight's too big for some of these players. The pressure of playing in Boston's too much for them. That's happened several times. You're aware of that. We've all seen examples of that. I think with Garrett Crochet, you're not going to be experiencing much of that. He seems like a guy who was built for this moment. He seems like a guy who was ready for this moment and who is going to take this moment and seize it. And that is my lock of the game. Along with that, you heard in the starting lineups there with Duran leading off, followed by Devers, Bregman, Tristan Cassis batting cleanup, Trevor Story in the 5-slot at shortstop. Looking forward to seeing what kind of season he's going to have. A guy who's had so many injury problems, but when he's out there, he's productive. Christian Campbell batting 6th. What a great story that is. And if you watch the video of him, Alex Cora, when Cora told him that he was going to be on the team, not what I expected to see. I expected to see him doing backflips in that room. I'm on the team. I'm in the majors. Oh my God. He was like, yeah, of course I made the team. It was very, very cool. He was a very cool sort of way about himself. Veritek was there and they were talking about Arizona State players, which he didn't really know that many, which I thought was interesting, but looking forward to seeing what he can do out there in the 6th spot at second base. Wilyer Abreu in right field, Connor Wong doing the catching, and batting 9th in center field is Ceddanne Rafaela. And I said this yesterday, but I think Ceddanne Rafaela could sneaky be one of the big X factors of this season. There were times last year where he looked like a real dynamo at the plate and in the field. And if he can put it together and cut down on the mistakes and cut down on some of the bad swings and chasing, I think you could really have something there. And he's not someone I feel like a lot of people have been talking about. Everyone's talking about Bregman. Everyone's talking about Duran and Rafael Devers and Trevor Story and Christian Campbell. And I feel like Rafael has just flown right under that radar. So I'm not going to make him my lock of the day or anything like that. But I will say, watch out for Ceddanne Rafaela this year. I think he's someone who may end up surprising a lot of people. And with that, that is all the time we have here in the Mass Mutual pregame show. You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
I'm Christian Arcan, and this has been the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. The Red Sox are in action next, right here on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Geico gives you a total car coverage combination, from flats to fender benders to dead batteries. Kind of like combining ranchera, video game music, and a high school choir on Helio. Sounds like a hit to me. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
Si usted es residente de Rhode Island mayor de 55 años o vive con una discapacidad, el Centro de Recursos para el Envejecimiento y la Discapacidad de Rhode Island, o ADRC, puede apoyarle. Obtenga orientación profesional gratuita sobre el cuidado a largo plazo, Medicare, vivienda y más. Llame al 401-462-4444 para hablar con ADRC o busque RIADRC en línea. Servicio de la Oficina para el Envejecimiento Saludable de Rhode Island.
Merrick has real ingredients like deboned meat and sweet potatoes. So when you hear this, it's the sound of a healthy, happy dog. Merrick. Find it online or at a store near you.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Macy Spring VIP sale is here. Exclusive savings on the season's most loved brands, with an extra 30% off Avec La Fille, Karl Lagerfeld, DKNY, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty essentials from MAC, Armani Beauty, and too many others to mention. So get to the Macy Spring VIP sale now and shop brands you love at prices you'll love even more. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una oreadora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
Next-level pet people give their dogs next-level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next-level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next-level protection for your dog.
March Madness is here, and if you want to enhance the experience, join me, Gary Parrish, and my colleague Matt Norlander on the Ion College Basketball Podcast, part of the CBS Sports Podcast Network. We have new episodes at least 3 times a week and at the end of every night of the NCAA tournament. So before you go to bed, hang with us, or know we'll be there when you awake. We'll break down games, make picks against the spread. Most of all, we'll have a blast. So join us on the Ion College Basketball Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
This is Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And the left field, adios. Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over. And the Red Sox win on a wall double by Devers. Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about the trusted 2025 Subaru Forester. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
And that ball is gone in the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good.
Devers is homered in 5 straight.
Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Strike three and no hitter. 23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Duran will score.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. CCLCO.com.
Way back. Grand slam.
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone. Into the bullpen.
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov. The Department of Veteran Affairs. Hackman Wealth Partners. Boston's premier retirement planning specialist. Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Battle won by House.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth.
Here's the throw. Roberts dives, and he is set.
And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on.
Goodbye, Christian Campbell.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks.
From Globe
Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. We welcome you to Opening Day 2025. After an offseason met with so many expectations and activity, the Red Sox are finally ready to go and begin a new season here in Texas. Along with Will Middlebrooks, I'm Will Fleming, and we are so excited to start yet another season of Boston Red Sox baseball on the radio. Today, the Red Sox will send their new ace, Garrett Crochet, to the mound against our old friend Nathan Eovaldi, as the Red Sox new look roster on display for the first time. Well, it is wonderful to be with you. I think we're both feeling all the adrenaline of opening day. The anthem in the books. We'll play it for our fans in just a moment. Goosebump moments left and right. It's a new look club, and there's so much optimism going into this season.
That's exactly it, Will. There's so much to watch for. There's so many guys that I'm excited to see perform and reach a new ceiling, whether it's some of these young guys on this team, whether it's veterans on this team continuing their careers, the Alex Bregman, see what he not only brings to the clubhouse, but brings to the back of his baseball card into the scoreboard.
He has met every expectation Bregman has. He was greeted with enormous boos when he was introduced as part of the starting lineup. Alex Cora brings out the lineup card. Bruce Bochy remains in the first base dugout for the Rangers as the Sox and the Rangers get ready to begin this 2025 season. The national anthem is brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Just a perfectly Texan Star-Spangled Banner to begin things here before we get it rolling in 2025. A big black cowboy hat held over his heart. Twang to boot. The Texas flag, the American flag unfurled in the outfield. And we are just about ready to go with the Red Sox and the Rangers as Nate Eovaldi brings them on the field. Will Middlebrooks, how about today's starting lineups?
It's time for the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups brought to you
America's largest injury firm.
Thank you. Lost my mic there for a second. We're back just like that. So here are the lineups for your Red Sox. Leading off, Jarren Duran playing left field. Batting second, Rafael Devers. He'll be at the DH spot. Batting third, Alex Bregman playing third base. In the cleanup spot, Tristan Casas playing first base. Batting fifth at shortstop, Trevor Story. Christian Campbell batting sixth, his big league debut. Excited to see the kid out there at second base. Batting playing right, doing the catching, Connor Wong batting eighth. And then batting ninth, Cedar Rafaela holding down center field. For the Texas Rangers, we're going to go to Marcus Semien leading off. He'll be at second base. Batting second, Corey Seager DHing today, dealing with a little bit of a sore calf. They're protecting him a bit. Batting third, Wyatt Langford. He'll be in left field. Batting cleanup, Adolis Garcia in right. Batting fifth, Jake Berger. He'll be at first. Batting sixth, Josh Young at third base. Batting seventh, Kevin Pillar made this team non-roster invite, made this team. He'll get the start in center field. Batting eighth, Kyle Higashioka. He'll do the catching. And batting ninth, Josh Smith at short.
So great to have you with us, Will. Looking forward to a very fun season as Nate Eovaldi takes the mound for the Rangers. Of course, the longtime Red Sox pitcher, World Series hero in 2018. He's found a home here in Arlington a year ago. Eovaldi 12-6 with a 3.5 ERA over 170 and 2/3 innings. Everybody in Boston knows exactly what Eovaldi can bring to a club. He's on the mound for Bruce Bochy. Ball goes around the horn. And it is just about time for baseball in 2025. The Road Gray Unis, red numerals with blue trim. Jarren Duran makes his way toward the batter's box. He dusts up the chalk in the backside of the left-handed box, and he looks out to his old friend, Nate Eovaldi. It is electric here in Arlington, Texas. The All-Star Game MVP a year ago. Duran is into the box. Eovaldi into the line, and the first pitch of the season is grounded on the right side, backhanded beautifully by Berger. He flips to Eovaldi in time, and they took a hit away from Duran, one away.
Yeah, you never know with Duran's speed. It's a chance to beat that play out. Alex Cora said early, Duran is going to be very aggressive going after the first pitch right there, but rolling it over.
That's an Alex Cora truism. He wants his guys to attack early. Very nice play, and here is Rafi Devers for the first time, the everyday designated hitter. Missed so much of the last month of the season, but still a spectacular year for Rafi. Left-handed slugger into the box. Wide open stance. Hands held high. Roof is closed here in Arlington. The overhead wind for Nate. The pitch. Rafi takes a fastball for a strike. By the way, we got going right on time, 3:08. And under the roof, 75 degrees time and temp. Brought to you by Verizon. Here is the pitch to Rafi. He swings and misses. Off-speed offering for Eovaldi, and it's 0-2. I beg your pardon. Brought to you by Hatfield Marinated Pork. Elevate your grilling game with Hatfield Marinated Pork. 0-2 to Devers with one down. Nate throws, and Rafi takes a high fastball. It is not an issue anymore, Will. I mean, we talked to Alex before the game today. Devers right in the middle of everything in spring training with the arrival of Alex Bregman. Now the DH is Rafi. He is understandably hurt by the decision. 1-2, the pitch is swung on a miss. He got it with a nasty curveball, and just like that, 2 away.
Yeah, if there's anything we know about Nathan Eovaldi, he has great command. We saw that in that at-bat. He put everything exactly where he wanted it. On the corners, just above the zone, and then that curveball that started middle and worked all the way to the back foot.
How about the boos for Alex Bregman? Longtime nemesis with the Astros, and here's his first at-bat in a Red Sox uni. A year ago with the Stros, 260 with 26 homers and 75 driven in. The pitch to him is outside, a fastball, and that is ball one. Of course, he's no stranger to this, Will. The controversy in 17 and 18, he and Correa and Altuve got booed everywhere they went. He's been so open about that controversy. 1-0. 2 down in the first. The pitch is outside, ball two.
There's just something about having been there, done that, been through those tough times, and a moment like this where opening day's juices are flowing, he's calm and collected. He's been here, done that. 2 balls, no strikes to Bregman. Eovaldi throws, and a fastball misses outside. A little cutter from Nate, and it's 3-0. Already you can see the respect Eovaldi has for this lineup, going to his off-speed pitches very early in this game. No question, Bregman looking to drive something here. 3-0. Here's the pitch. And a fastball called a strike, borderline pitch. Did not have to be. Like if we had the challenge system, you'd almost want Bregman
Right?
to use it there.
Maybe
next year.
2 down in the first. 3 balls and a strike. No score. Sox in Arlington. The pitch. Swinging a chopper toward third. Young to his left. Gloves. Plants. Throws to first awkwardly, but in time. And Bregman is gone. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. The Red Sox debut of Garrett Crochet. When we return to Texas, no score after half an inning on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
At Great Wolf Lodge, your whole family can go on an adventure. Splash away in our water park and bowl up a perfect score with your pack. And Mix game time with family time. And at Great Wolf Lodge, all this excitement is just a short drive away. So bring the pack together and learn more at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Select. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido a 4-2, selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias, excluye Hawái.
Next level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one and done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef flavored chew, so you don't have to use next level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Garrett Crochet is on the mound for the Red Sox. His first pitch is fouled off by Marcus Semien into the seats on the first base side. How do you do? Right out of the gates, a little heat from Crochet.
I love it. 96 up and in the strike zone just sets up all his off speed.
0-1. Here's the pitch, and Semien takes a high fastball that missed just a little bit up and away. And it's 1-1. Crochet emerged as one of the most dominant starters in all of baseball a year ago. The 1-1 is a strike. He always works quickly. That was a good cut fastball that often acts like a slider. Right on the outside black, and it's 1-2.
That cutter was the pitch I was most impressed with this spring.
25 years old, the left-hander misses just outside with a sweeper. And it's 2-2.
And that's the thing. He throws the cutter hard at like 91, 92, but also has a bigger version of it, slider-ish, in the upper 80s.
2-2. The pitch is a little bit outside to Semien. So, full count out of the gates. Crochet a year ago made 32 starts. They really dialed him back down the stretch because of some arm issues his first year as a starter. Full count to Semien. Here's the pitch. And it is swung on and missed. He got him a cutter. Nasty under the bat, and there's one away.
I tell you what, it's so tough. As much as he throws the slider and throws it on both sides of the plate, because as a batter, you have to gear up for 100. It's in back pocket, and you can get it at any time. It just makes the cutter devastating.
Here's Corey Seager, MVP World Series hero for both the Rangers and the LA Dodgers. The pitch to us. Called a ball. That looked very close. But it's 1-0 to Seager. Todd Titchener's the home plate umpire tonight. Hunter Wendelstad at second. Adam Hamari at second. And Nestor Seja is at third. The 1-0 swing and a miss. Fastball. And it is 1-1.
That's the thing is he can pitch at 96. He doesn't always have to pitch at 99, 100 because of his delivery. It's really hard to pick up for the batters.
Here's the 1-1 to Seager. Popped into left field. Coming on is Duran. Easy play for him. He's there to make the grab. And very quickly, 2 down. Casas is at first for the Red Sox. How about Christian Campbell, big league debut? He's at Story at short and Bregman at third. Rafaela anchors the outfield in center. Abreu in right and Duran in left. By the way, the first strikeout of the game brought to you by Weichert Real Estate. Dream, move, home. Here's the first pitch to Wyatt Langford. He sort of had an up-and-down rookie season a year ago. He takes one outside from Crochet. It's 1-0. No score. Bottom 1. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Fastball at 97, and it's 1-1.
Oh, that's a dart right there, Willie. That's so hard as a hitter, too, because out of the hand, you're thinking that is so far below the zone, and that velocity and spin just spots it.
Here's the 1-1 to Langford. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty cutter. By the way, the Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund for every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year. Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Crochet is going to make them a lot of dough. The 1-2 is fouled off under his hands. That cut fastball is really working early.
Yeah, and Willie, talking to guys at the Rangers, they're really expecting Wyatt Langford to take that big step forward. They think he has MVP-type talent, which we've seen in spurts over the last season.
A lot of metrics, one of the fastest players in all of baseball. 1-2 is just inside. Fastball at 97, and it's 2-2. He had a great September, did Langford. They're hoping that carries over. Garrett Crochet looked great in a Red Sox union. 2-2 just inside, almost hit him with a cutter with that downward break to a right-handed hitter, and for the second time in this inning, it's 3-2. Crochet holds a black glove by his right ear, listening to the pitch come from Connor Wong, the payoff. Swing and a chopper foul on the third base side. Packed house in Arlington. The roof was open for much of the day, but with rain in the forecast about an hour ago, they closed it here. 2 years ago, the world champs, a very disappointing 24 for the Rangers. And Bruce Bochy, the 3-2. Popped up on the first base side, foul. Long run for Casas toward the seats. It's out of play.
You know, Crochet doesn't throw a changeup much, just 6% of the time last season. Right now, you've seen so many hard fastballs, so many cutters into Langford. This would be the perfect time to drop in a changeup. I don't know how much he trusts it. You definitely don't want a 2-out walk.
And these Rangers are very aggressive. They're a swing-happy club. Ton of power. The 3-2 is just outside. Sweeper that missed. Very close, but it is ball 4, so Rangers have the first base runner of the game.
Went with the sweeper here. It's showing a lot of cutters and fastballs, like I said. Went with the sweeper here, just couldn't quite get it back to the corner.
Here now, Adolis Garcia, home run slugger. Crochet is an all-star a year ago. He makes an opening day start for the second consecutive season. Here is Garcia, terrifying right-handed hitter with 1 on and 2 out. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 97, and it's 0-1.
And Garcia dealing with knee issues last year that cost him offensively, and he looked really awkward in the outfield, and that's odd for a Gold Glove type defender that he is.
0-1. Crochet out of the stretch for the first time. Casas holds the runner. Langford swing and a miss very late on a cutter there, and it is 0-2.
Garcia is such an aggressive hitter. You don't want to throw him anything in the strike zone. Either above or below, you can get chase.
No score, 2 down, a runner aboard. The pitch very close from Crochet. Probably should have been strike 3, was not called it. So it's 1-2.
I had that a strike. It's easy for us. We have the strike zone to look at on the screen in here. That was a perfect pitch up and in.
So we can overcome the missed call. 1-2. Here it is. High fly ball into right field. It'll stay up for Abreu. About 20 feet in front of the warning track. He's there to make the play. And the inning is over. Welcome to Boston, Garrett Crochet. He saunters off. Ho-hum. No score after an inning in Arlington. The Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Geico gives you more coverage for whatever you need, from a dead battery to a flat tire to a fender bender. And you get 24/7 help and fast claims with the Geico app. It's a total car coverage combo, kind of like the combination of EDM, death metal, and smooth jazz. I think this could catch on. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2, selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias, excluye Hawái.
Next Level Pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next-level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next-level protection for your dog.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Tristan Casas to lead it off in the top of the second. Opening day in Arlington, Texas. Evaldi throws, and Tristan drives one high and foul down the left field line, headed toward the seats. And out of play for strike one.
Tristan Casas with the pant legs up, showing the socks up. That's a look we rarely see from him unless it's batting practice.
Probably trying to steal some low strikes, huh?
I can't wait to hear his explanation because you know there is one.
Always with him. He's got the bright red fingernail polish underneath batting gloves. Christian Campbell will hit for the first time in the big leagues, third in this inning. Trevor Story's on deck. 1-1 to Tristan, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He took a big rip at a splitter. And it's 0-2. Tristan, I thought, will really turn the corner at the end of spring. He stopped thinking opposite field. He let it loose.
Absolutely. He was just way more comfortable. And that sometimes takes the conversation with these older guys, with the veterans, just to get in there. Hey, man, you're good. Just go play ball.
Evaldi is filling the zone. His 13th pitch comes home, and Tristan takes just inside. 9 strikes out of 13 pitches thrown. Casas, of course, injury-riddled last year with that abdominal injury that kept him off field for so many months for the Red Sox. They really missed him, expecting huge things this year. 1-2, Evaldi throws, and Tristan fouls it off on the third base side. Nate is a little bit like Johnny Cueto, where he will mix his cadences, the overhead wind, he'll quick pitch you. The timing is really hard for hitters.
Of course, and on top of that, he's still got 97 in the tank and other good off-speed pitches as well. So you really, when you get to 2 strikes, you really have to shorten up.
No score in the second. Evaldi throws, and Tristan swings and misses. He is gone. He's got it all working early, does Evaldi. Curveball gets Casas, and there's one away.
Seen a couple really good 2-strike curveballs from Evaldi today. Got Devers on one, down and in at the back foot. Same thing right there to Casas.
Nate signed an extension in the offseason with the Rangers. Apparently the Red Sox were hot and heavy for him, but he came back to Arlington. 3 years, $75 million. Here is Trevor Story, who knows a thing or two about the state of Texas. He swings and misses at a curveball 0-1.
And that's the pitch that I am focused on for Trevor Story. Can he hit the breaking pitches, and can he lay off the ones out of the zone?
0-1, trying to stay healthy for a full season. The pitch is a little bit outside. It's a tight zone today for Todd Titchener. It's 1-1 to Story with Christian Campbell for the first time out on deck.
That heart rate starting to get up right when you're on deck right there.
What must be going through his mind? 1-1 to Trevor. Local kid, the pitch is a strike. You understand this, Will. He's a Texas guy. Does it mean more to play in your home state?
It does. I mean, not only are your friends and family here, but you grow up watching the Rangers. You grew up going to those games, so it's always cool to play against the team you grew up going to watch in person.
He's behind Evaldi, 1-2. 1 out in the top of the second. Evaldi throws, and Trevor fouls it off on the first base side. He had a really good camp, did Story. The back tightness here and there, but there is some pressure on Story to solidify that job and to stay healthy all year.
With the spring that Marcelo Meyer had, right? He's just looming in AAA, waiting for an opportunity.
1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. That was a curveball on the outside corner, and Story is struck out. Evaldi has been 3 of the first 5 hitters, and here comes the major league debut for Christian Campbell. His family is here. Dad stands up and applauds, and Christian into the right-handed batter's box. Nerves flying, I'm sure. The pitch from Evaldi is a strike on the outside corner. Fastball at 95, and it's 0-1.
I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger there on that fastball. Good pitch to hit, but those nerves, those butterflies are definitely there for Christian Campbell.
1-1. Here it is. Christian takes inside. And it's a ball and a strike. He rocketed through 3 levels of the Red Sox minor league system a year ago, Campbell, to become a top 10 prospect. Sort of new to second base, but an absolute jump off the page talent. 1-1 pitch is foul on the first base side. The Red Sox are taking some awkward looking swings against Eovaldi.
He's got good stuff. I mean, we knew that coming into this game, he's going to have a high velocity fastball. You know about the split, but the curveball really has been very good today so far. 3 levels of the minor leagues a year ago. 330 hitter with 20 homers and 77 driven in. Deep in the right-handed box. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. The curveball's working for Nate. He is carving him up. 6 up, 6 down. He strikes out the side in the second. Crochet back to work. No score after an inning and a half of the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hear that? It's SpringFest savings calling your name. Only at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trimmer, blower, or mower. Plus, get your choice of any 2 bags of Miracle-Gro organic soil mix for only $16. Shop these can't-miss deals in-store or online today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Hawaii.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle-Gro por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
Next level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, a foxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablet. The one and done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef flavored chew, so you don't have to use next level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
Hey, it's Garrett Crochet. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Garrett Crochet back on the mound for the bottom of the second. Sox and Rangers scoreless. Garrett throws. And Jake Berger, a new Ranger, fouls one off into the upper deck on the first base side. This is, I almost have to count them out loud, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level ballpark here. Globe Life Field. It is massive under the roof as Berger takes from Crochet outside, and it's 1-1.
Berger came over to the Rangers in December with the trade with the Marlins for 3 minor leaguers.
I was shocked that the White Sox traded him to Miami in the first place. Really good player. The 1-1 misses outside.
Yeah, big power potential, obviously to all fields as well. Definitely a guy the Ranger hoping to catch lightning in a bottle with, get some homers out of it.
Texas won the World Series 2 years ago, 78 and 84 last season. The 1-0 is fouled off of, I think, the home plate umpire, Todd Titchener. It appears to be okay. Connor Wong checks on him. No, thank you. 2-2.
Isn't it funny how you watch these catchers and they're so worried about the home plate umpires when they get hit? Because, buddy, we need you to give a couple more inches off the plate, please. Come on.
And Crochet actually did not get a couple calls in the first.
Yeah.
Little Shih Tzu massage. I got you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think Shih Tzu is a dog. Shiatsu is the massage. How much do you bench? The 2-2 is popped high and fouled down the right field line and out of play. Well, that's a question I would legitimately ask you, and I don't want to know the answer because it would really humiliate me.
Well, at this point, I'm to the point in my life where I don't need to lift heavy weights. I lift enough weight to just feel good.
Well, you lift your daughters up all the time.
Yeah, so 42 pounds.
2-2 is fouled down the right field line. So cool to have your wife, Jenny, and your 2 beautiful girls around all season long. Really excited to get it all going this year, Will.
As soon as school's out, they'll be making many trips up to Boston.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Leading off the bottom of the second, Crochet throws. And that is called a ball. Come on. I mean, that's 3 misses early in this game. That should be strike 3.
That was a perfectly executed cutter. Right, just nicks the very bottom of the zone. It's exactly where he wanted it. Didn't get the call.
So here's a big one. 3-2. Come on. That one misses 2. Now that's ball 4. A leadoff walk in the second. Now we'll see how Crochet deals with that. He's, I think, understandably a little bit upset out there on the mound.
Yeah, it's frustrated because the misses have been kind of one-sided so far, not getting it for Crochet. But Evaldi's gotten a couple out of the zone so far for him.
25 years old, born in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Crochet, double play depth for the right-handed hitting Josh Young. And there's strike 1. A fastball 97 miles an hour. A step back for Young in only 46 games a year ago. 264, 7 homers, 16 driven in, but such a talented hitter. 0-1. I mean, that's just a beautiful pitch. A little bit low, called a ball with a cutter, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you'd like Crochet to miss just below the zone rather than missing his spots within the heart of the plate where he can get hurt.
1-1. Here's a high fly down the right field line. Hit well. Abreu, though, looks up, and it's off the wall. Willier plays the carom. I think Berger was fooled a little bit over there at first base. It was a kind of a deke by Abreu in right, a wall ball, and the Rangers have him at first and second.
Yeah, that's a decision as an outfielder you have to make as soon as the ball goes up and you realize, all right, I'm going to have to make a heck of a play to get to this ball, jump against the fence to make it, or it's a home run. So I'm going to deke the base runner, and it worked perfectly on Jake Berger. He only advances 1 base right there.
He did a very nice job. I mean, the Red Sox potentially could have 3 Gold Glovers in the outfield with Abreu, Rafael, and Durant. So the first jam of his Red Sox career for Garrett Crochet. And here is Kevin Pillar, one-time Red Sox player, longtime Blue Jay. The pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner. Crochet last year, 32 starts, 146 innings. Sox want him to make that many starts, but pitch many more innings this year. 2 on, none out, 0-1. Crochet throws, and a line drive up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. Runner being waved around third, throw to third, and the Rangers take a 1-0 lead on a base hit from Kevin Pillar.
.95-mile-per-hour fastball from Crochet up in the zone, middle-ish. Just a good swing by Pillar, staying up the middle, not trying to do too much. Scratches that first run of the season.
Again, not to make excuses for him, but he could have had Berger struck out. Instead, he walks him, and now the first run in, and now Crochet trying to limit the damage. A run in, 2 on, still nobody out as the first pitch strike on the outside corner to Kyle Higashioka. It's 0-1.
And you know, Will, the first time through the lineup hasn't looked good for the Bucks, but you got to think there's that confidence they're going to sucks.
0-1 to the longtime Yankee Higashioka. The pitch is swung on a miss. That's that sliderish cutter, and it's 0-2.
In a perfect world, you go strike out right here, ground ball double play right after that, and get out of this thing.
Speak it into existence. Campbell trying to keep the base runner Young close at second. The pitch inside. Another cutter. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. 209 strikeouts over 140 innings a year ago for Crochet. Truly elite swing and miss stuff. 1-2 the pitch. High pop up on the left side of the infield. Bregman comes onto the turf. Infield fly is called, but Alex makes the catch anyway. Big first out.
Big league pop-up right there. That was up in the rafters. Here, you never really think it's so high that the ball can actually get up in those like it does in Tampa Bay with the catwalks. That one almost disappeared up in the rafters. That's the closest I've seen here at this stadium.
Here is a hugely important hitter in Josh Smith, left-handed hitting shortstop. You got Semien looming on deck. 2 on, a run in. Crochet throws, and a bunt down the third base line. Did that get Connor Wong?
Sure did. Ouch.
Wow. I didn't really see what happened there. He bunted it down the third base line. Did it foul off the bat and then get Connor on the face?
That's exactly what happened. Bottom of the bat. Ricochets right off the inside of his foot, where there is absolutely zero padding. That hurts.
Brandon Henry, Alex Cora are out. Of course, Carlos Narvaez is the backup catcher with the Red Sox this year. Wonger looks okay. Easy for me to say, but he does not appear to be in too much discomfort.
It's amazing how much padding you can wear and still miss it. I would wear the Evo Shield, the big pad on my shin, because I couldn't get the head out on a fastball in, and I would fire balls off my shin. And I would wear the pad on there, and I don't know if I ever actually hit the pad in my entire career. I just have permanent dents in my shin above the pad.
It had a knack, the baseball did, of finding the one spot you didn't detect it.
Yes.
So Wonger's okay. 0-1 to Josh Smith. He's playing today because Corey Seager's still dealing with a shin issue. 0-1. Pitch is a bunt foul straight back. Wow. I mean, you never see this today.
No, you don't. And, you know, he brought Bregman in with the first attempt, and you're thinking, okay, maybe shows that just to bring him in to take away some range from Bregman on the left side of the infield, but then tries it again.
Well, left on left, I guess they have very little confidence in Smith here against Crochet. 0-2, the pitch is strike three called. Sweeper on the corner. See you later, and they're two away.
Tough first at bat of your season for Josh Smith. Bunt foul, frozen pizza right on the corner. Nice sweeper from Crochet for strike three.
Like that frozen pizza. Here comes Marcus Semien. I would have taken a frozen pizza before the game today, given the fact that almost literally impossible to chew the chicken parm they had here. Here's a pitch to Semien, and that misses just outside with a cut fastball. 1-0. Semien struck out swinging his first time. Crochet's first test with the Red Sox. A run in, 2 on, 2 out in the second inning. The pitch is inside. He tried another cutter. It missed, and it's 2-0.
Crochet's already at 44 pitches here in the second inning. Not something you want to see, but in the same breath, everyone's fresh. Game one.
I think you can go 85-90 with him here today. 2-0. The left-handed hitting Seager on deck, and a fastball is swung on and missed. Tried to check, did Semien, could not, and it's 2-1. Trying to keep it right where it is. 1-0 Rangers, 2 down in the second. Crochet chomping on some gum, says yes to Wong. The 2-1 strike on the outside corner. Nasty cutter right there, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, make a pitch right here and get out of this thing. Just giving up one, that would be a big win.
Semien is really one of the great players in the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is a ground ball up the middle. Campbell's first chance. He bobbles it, picks it up, throws to first. Just in time, they got him. He recovered, did Campbell. Okay, you can breathe a little bit. First chance ends well. We go to the third inning. 1-0 Rangers on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
We see you getting after your fitness goals. But what about those money goals? You can count on Credit Karma for a clear view of your finances and your progress, helping you see results so you can keep checking off those financial personal bests and find your way to money. Progress never felt so good. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Download the app today.
Next-level pet people give their dogs next-level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next-level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGuard Plus for next-level protection for your dog.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Macy Spring VIP sale is here. Exclusive savings on the season's most loved brands with an extra 30% off Avec La Fille, Karl Lagerfeld, Decan, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty essentials from MAC, Armani Beauty, and too many others to mention. So get to the Macy's Spring VIP sale now and shop brands you love at prices you'll love even more. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Wilyer Abreu to lead it off in the top of the third. He's had some big moments, including his first major league home run in this great state of Texas. Nate Eovaldi throws, and Wilyer takes inside. He's thrown that curveball a lot as Eovaldi. That one missed, and it's 1-0.
Uniform looks a little bit baggier than normal on Wilyer after all the weight he lost there in spring training.
Well, some of it was on purpose coming into this season, but then the GI bug that got him. 1-0, the pitch is ripped on the ground into right field. That's a base hit, and the Sox have the first base runner. That is so vintage Abreu. Smooth, beautiful swing from the left side.
Never a doubt that he'd be ready for opening day, right? All he needed was those 2 weeks.
So here now, Connor Wong. By the way, the Subaru of New England scoreboard coming up. There's news involving a former Red Sox player from Toronto with the Baltimore Orioles. So much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. There's Connor Wong, 23 homers a year ago as Eovaldi misses a little bit with a slider beneath the zone. 1-0. Connor started so hot last season. So many big flies in the first half, but really tailed off. 1-0. The pitch is a strike. Another Texas guy is Connor, and he has a real close relationship with Nate Eovaldi. They, in the COVID years and beyond, really spent a lot of time working together in the offseason. So kind of a special matchup for both of them. 1-1 to Connor. Here's the pitch, and it's called a ball. Very close. A splitter, the first he's thrown, and it's 2-1.
And if Wilyer can pick the right pitch to go on, it's a great time to run, get things in motion, maybe leave an infield spot open, put a little pressure on this Texas Ranger defense.
Cedon is on deck, wide open on the right side. He runs, and a pitch is grounded up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. Abreu round second. He'll hit for third. Kyle Hudson holds him at the last minute. Good call, Brooksy. The Red Sox have him at the corners.
Eovaldi loves, and he's done this in his career, 2-1 counts. Generally, he likes to go to off-speed. Didn't actually go to it there, but the scouting report might tell you that, and that means it's a good pitch to run on. Goes fastball up, but nice swing by Wong for the single move from first to third.
Well, and Abreu got a great jump. I don't think they had a chance to get him, even if the play is made up the middle. So here we go, the first opportunity for Cedon Rafaela, who was fabulous in these spots a year ago. First and third, nobody out. Cedon has shortened the swing. He's lowered the hands, and he had an outstanding Eovaldi throws. Cedon swings and misses at a cut fastball, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, really impressed with Cedon this spring, laying off the fastball up and in that was really his kryptonite all of 2024. He then started to try to cheat to that pitch and then couldn't hit the slider along with it.
15 homers, 75 driven a year ago. The 0-1 is chopped foul outside of third. This is one of those situations, Will, where you got a runner at third. There's nobody out. Cedon did not do a lot of this last year. You have to find a way to get him in.
Of course, you got to find a way just to put the ball in play. The infield is back. Even if it's a double play, you tie this game up.
0-2, trying to do more than that. First and third, they lead. Here's the pitch, and it's just high and outside, a ball and 2 strikes.
But how many times 0-2 last season did we see Cedon swing through that pitch over aggressive?
It is such an important point. He's found a way to dial it back a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rangers leading 1-0 in the third, but a chance for the Sox. The pitch. Swing and a foul out of play. A four-seam fastball at 94, and stays 1-2.
Now that one above the zone, it was a ball, but with the change in the positioning of the hands of Cedon, he's able to get to that pitch a little cleaner and get just enough to stay into this at-bat.
Duran is on deck. Devers then. It's a chance for a huge inning for the Red Sox. 1-2. The pitch is pop foul, and this is something he did not do as much last year. Stay alive behind him counts.
It's part of the Alex Bregman effect as well. He takes so much pride in battling with two strikes and having a different swing and a two-strike approach, being able to just put the ball in play. Give yourself a chance.
Abreu at third. Wong at first. 1-2. Evaldi sets at his belt. And he spins and throws to first. Wong was really not leading that much. The Orioles and Yankees are both in action. And Tyler O'Neill has done it again.
You've got to be kidding me.
Consecutive opening day home runs.
You've got to be kidding me. And in his homeland of Canada.
It is. He brought the Tim Hortons donuts to the clubhouse today. 1-2. The pitch. Cedon swings and fouls it off. He's really making Evaldi work.
Of course. And any game, I would say Connor Wong might be on the move to try to stay out of that double play. But he did take that foul ball off of his foot, and he's continually to shake it down there. It's not feeling too great.
Duran on deck. 6-2 O's over the Blue Jays. Yankees lead the Brewers 2-1 in the sixth inning. Here it's 1-0 Rangers to 1-2. Going to chopper on the left side. Going to be tough to turn to second for one. Relay to first. Not in time. Coming home to score is Abreu. Cedon puts it in play, and the Red Sox tie the game at 1.
The evolution of Cedon Rafaela. The matching of Cedon Rafaela. How many tough pitches did he lay off and foul off in that at-bat? That's what we saw all of spring training. We saw it a little bit last spring training, but that didn't bleed into the season. Comes up big right there to tie this game.
It's a little thing, but it's a hugely important part of Cedon's game. So, knotted up now. Maybe Cedon thinks about taking off here. Here is Jarren Duran. Pitch inside. They tried a fastball that missed. The third inning is brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Not much of a lead at first for Rafaela. Pitch, swing and a miss. He was badly fooled there by a splitter. Was Duran, and it's 1-1.
A very good split by Evaldi right there. Started right down the middle and just bottom fell out of it.
Video game year a season ago for Duran. The most doubles, the most triples, the third most hits, the third most steals. Here's the 1-1. It's driven into right field, but it will hang up, and it's going to be caught out there on a line by Garcia. That ball was smoked by Duran, but they're 2 away.
It was. That's in spring training. You're like, all right, great at bat, smoke the ball, don't have to run the bases. That's perfect. Well, now that the big lights are on, you need that finding some green.
I feel good about that swing, and here now is Devers. Struck out swinging his first time. He did not play a whole lot in camp. And he's still searching for his timing a little bit. Not with the Red Sox in Monterrey, Mexico. Here's the pitch, and he's late on a cut fastball. 0-1. Dealt with the shoulder injuries a year ago. Still a tremendous season until it was shortened by those injuries. Nearly 30 home runs. 0-1. The pitch is a little bit inside. And it's 1-1. It's crazy. This matchup brings to mind, Will, that Rafi's the only holdover from the 18 title team.
Great point.
It'll happen every once in a while. 1-1 with 2 down, a run in. We're tied up. Pitch. Rafi swings and misses. Curveball. And it's 1-2.
Something so good about Evaldi. Well, we talked about how successful it's been today. It's 77 miles an hour. We're looking at almost a 20-mile-per-hour difference, and you could see it in that swing from Rafi, how off balance he was.
1-2 to Devers. Cedon leading at first with 2 down. Tie game in this third inning. The pitch inside. He can get a little jumpy, Devers can, when his timing's not just right. Pulls off of pitches a little bit. And again, less than 20 spring at-bats. You know, he's searching for it a little bit here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alex Bregman would be next. Here's the pitch, and it is inside. Good take there from Devers. Count is full, so Cedon will get a running start from first.
This is so many thoughts going through Rafi's head right here because Eovaldi's thrown 5 pitches for strikes today, and all of his pitches have been effective. You have to be ready to the fastball, and you can just try to react to one of the other 4.
3 balls, 2 strike. Runner goes swing and a miss. He got him with a curveball. That's been Eovaldi's best pitch today. Devers has struck out twice, but the Red Sox do tie the game. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, 1-1 in Texas on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Shopping is hard.
I can never find anything in my size.
I don't even know my size.
I buy my clothes the same place I buy my groceries.
There's a better way. Make it easy with Stitch Fix. Just share your size, style, budget, and done. Your personal stylist sends pieces picked just for you.
That was easy.
Stitch Fix. Online personal styling for everyone. Free shipping and returns. No subscription required. Get started today at stitchfix.com.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
Next level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one and done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef flavored chew, so you don't have to use next level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Corey Seager swings to the first pitch from Garrett Crochet. In the bottom of the 3rd, he fouls it straight back. 1-1 the score. Cedon has the first RBI of the season for the Sox. Crochet delivers. He could use a fast inning. He's ahead of Seager 0-2 and a foul ball back to the screen.
Yeah, my thought exactly. Get through this inning in 10, 12 pitches. Go score a couple runs and then get back to work.
0-2. Seager takes a ball outside. He is in the most rarefied company of all, is Seager. 2-time World Series MVP. Sandy Koufax, Bob Gibson, and Reggie Jackson, the others to have done that, as Crochet misses with a sweeper down and in, and it's 2-2. He loves the bright lights. Of course, the stars at night are big and bright. Down here, 2-2, the pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. That was awesome. Seager is gone. 3rd strikeout for Crochet.
You think I didn't catch those lyrics right there, Will? You're speaking to a Texan. By the way, that pitch started deep in the heart of the plate, breaks off right to the corner for strike 3.
Gabriel did not blow his horn, although Garrett did. 1 down. Here is Wyatt Langford, right-handed hitter, takes a pitch up and away for ball 1. This place does feel like pure Texas. I mean, it's massive. It's like both parts football stadium, shopping center, and ballpark. The 1-0 is outside, 2-0.
And the scent here is pure barbecue. Just smoke shack barbecue as soon as you get within a mile of the stadium.
It is, man. You walked right in and it just hit you in the face, the 2-0. Swinging a high fly into center field. Cedon takes 1 step in, then 2 back to his left. He's there to make the play. And they're 2 down. I thought the anthem matched this ballpark so perfectly.
It's perfect. Just the country twang, the western twang to his accent. Had the big cowboy hat over his heart. It was perfect.
Well, and I got family and in-laws in the state of Texas. It's one of my favorite places. So I'm allowed to poke a little fun as Adolis Garcia, the right-handed hitter, digs in, and he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. I love the security people here at the ballpark, and I knew we'd get a good intro and a hello from them. I've been here for 10 years or so, those fellas. The 0-1 is a little bit low, and so I just said, guys, great to see you. How you doing? He said, well, I was all right until I had to come to work. Which is perfect. I loved. 1-1 the pitch. Is swung on and missed. Man, was that heat. 96, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, you can really exploit Adolis Garcia at the top of the zone because of his over-aggression at the plate. Get him to 2 strikes, he will chase.
And the real sluggers in the AL. The 1-2 chopped out on the third base side. Let's see, in this inning, Crochet has thrown now 10 pitches. Really like to get through it soon.
What did I say, 10 to 12? See if he finishes up right here.
We've been on it today. 1-1 in the third. Base is empty, 2 down. Crochet winds, he throws. Swinging a ground ball to Campbell, to Hopper. He's got it. Plants throws to first. Easier time this time. The inning is over. Middlebrooks is asking for things, and he's receiving them. 11-pitch inning for Crochet. We go to the fourth, tied at 1 on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Next Level Pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next-level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next-level protection for your dog.
Hi, this is Alex Bregman. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Greeted with boos again is Alex Bregman, who leads off the top of the fourth. We're tied in Texas, 1-1. The longtime Astro making his Red Sox debut. Nate Eovaldi throws, and Bregman takes a strike on the outside corner. This inning, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon and Lexus of Hingham. 1 to Bregman. Pitch is a little bit outside to level things. A ball and a strike. So many nerves, so much adrenaline on opening day. Will, how long does it take to kind of settle into the game?
Normally after that first at bat or first defensive play, you go, okay, same game.
1-1. They play him a little bit to pull. The pitch is skied into deep center field. Back at the warning track on the run is able to make the play. The center fielder for the Rangers, Pilar. Bregman just missed that one. And there's one away.
Really good swing on the fastball right there from Bregman. It was right down the heart of the plate. Maybe just a touch elevated, just missed a home run to center field.
In case you're wondering, that fourth inning bell is brought to you by Russell Hackman and the team at Hackman Wealth Partners, Boston's premium retirement planning specialists. Offices in Boston, Wakefield, and Hingham. 1-1 the score with 1 down. Here's Tristan Casas. He takes a strike. On the inside corner, good curveball from Eovaldi, 0-1. Tristan really started to get hot at the end of camp. 0-1. Little pop-up on the foul side of third. Long run over into foul ground by Young, but it's out of play over the Red Sox dugout. I'd imagine you do, though, as a big league ball player, need to find a way to take a deep breath in these opening days.
You do, because there's a lot of nerves, yes, but there's a lot of emotions as well, and your thought process isn't necessarily as clear as normal because there's so many distractions going on around opening day.
0-2 to Tristan. Trevor Story's out on deck. Here is the pitch. Tristan grounds it softly to the first baseman, Berger. He will flip to Nate, who's always so good covering the bag. And just like that, 2 away.
He gets over there so quickly, right? It's like most pitchers, the first baseman is waiting for them to get closer. Nate was waiting on the bag.
Of course, every Red Sox fan knows the story of Game 3 in L.A., the extra innings marathon. He did give up the game-winning home run to Max. Alex Cora walked into the clubhouse immediately after and said, "Nate, you just won us the World Series." And it galvanized the whole group. Here's Trevor's Story. A couple of Texans facing off. The pitch is outside. I cannot get enough, Will, of the stories of the players in that clubhouse talking about that moment.
Just for someone in that moment, in a loss as well, just to leave everything out there.
To Trevor's a ball, low and away.
And to just put the team before yourself in that moment, saying, we might not win this game, but I'm going to save this bullpen so that there's guys with bullets the rest of the way.
And it's really visions of Tim Wakefield, who did that so many times in the playoffs. 2-0 to Trevor. He's trying to drive something here. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. It's a pitcher's pitch right on the corner at the knees, and it's 2-1. Throws. Trevor fouls it off on the first base side. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, top 4 in Texas. 1-1 the score, 2 down, bases clear. 2-2 to Trevor Story. Evaldi throws, and Trevor takes strike 3 on the outside corner. Perfect pitch from Evaldi, and he is rolling. That is his 7th strikeout. It sends us to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hear that? It's SpringFest savings calling your name. Only at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trim blower or mower. Plus, get your choice of any 2 bags of Miracle-Gro organic soil mix for only $16. Shop these can't-miss deals in-store or online today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Hawaii.
Embrace the season with plants, flowers, and more during Spring Starts event at the Home Depot. Find everything you need to bring more convenience, entertainment, and security to your home. Explore a wide selection of smart home tech like cameras, doorbells, thermostats, lights, and more. With 6 days left of the Spring Starts event, transform your home during Spring Starts event at the Home Depot. Product varies by store. See store for details.
Next Level Pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew. You don't have to use next-level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizure or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next-level protection for your dog.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Garrett Crochet throws the first pitch of the 4th, called off by Jake Berger for strike 1. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, providing first aid at Fenway and supporting Red Sox scholars. Learn more at bidmc.org. Berger grounds one on the left side. Story gobbles it up. Crow hop, throw to first, just in time to get him. And there's one away. Will, the infield defense overall should be much improved, and especially on the left side.
Absolutely should. You know, I don't know how good Trevor Story's arm is going to be since that surgery. He still makes all the plays. He gets to all these balls. The arm doesn't look as strong as it was before that, but you got to think maybe he loses a little range because he has to play in a little closer with not strong of an arms he had.
Bregame will certainly help him as the first pitch is fouled back. A cut fastball, and it's 0-1. Christian Campbell will lead off the top of the fifth. Crochet pitches, and he burns the outside corner with a fastball at 97. Hello, and it's 0-2. Now, you talk to scouts, they were all thinking the same thing about Trevor Story's arm this spring. 0-2. Ground ball on the right side. Campbell smoothly to his left. Plays the room service hop, shoulder high, throws to first. In time, 2 down. Campbell looking comfortable at second.
Yeah, not his natural position, outfielder, shortstop, but he's so athletic, Will, that he adjusts to everything so quickly at his young age, just being a sponge with Alex Cora working in the infield. He looks like a natural second baseman to me.
Well, it was so cool early in camp. Alex was at second base himself, showing Campbell how to turn the double play. Here's Kevin Pillar, who drove in the first run of the game, and he takes a cut fastball outside for ball 1. Fourth inning. Bell, we told you, is brought to you by Russell Hackman. They get double love here today. The pitch to Pala is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Pala. I like it. It's hard to not think of Kevin Millar when you see Kevin Pillar. This is his part of the world, too. He's probably out on his ranch somewhere. 2 down, 1-1. Swing and a miss. That was awesome from Crochet. Another quick inning in the works, and it's 1-2.
That would be huge. Up is here in the fourth. 2 outs. You get out of this one right around 70 pitches. You're sitting pretty for hopefully a couple more innings.
Well, the White Sox dared him last year first as a starter to get through innings in under 15 pitches. Chance to do that back-to-back. The 1-2. Ground ball foul outside of third. Fourth inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. The easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today, and your car could be picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. That's cars, as you know, with a K. Here's a pitch that is not going to result in a K. A fastball misses inside the Pillar, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, 97 right at his elbow. That is not, you don't want 97 anywhere, but off the elbow, definitely not.
2-2. Pitch. Swinging a broken bat blooper into center field. That's a base hit. Pillar throws it away. He'll take it. Trade a bat for a hit. He's aboard with 2 down.
You know, Kevin Pillar was a non-roster invite. Made the club this spring. Had a solid spring training. Now opening day is 2 for 2.
You never know. So here now, Kyle Higashioka came up in a huge spot in the second inning and popped out to third. Now he drives one down the left field line, foul, out of play. Long-time Yankee in there today. Jonah Heim kind of has weird reverse splits. He wanted to give Higashioka the ABs today against Crochet. Go get him.
Higashioka, you remember the run he went on last year with the Padres? It's Babe Ruth there for a month or so.
Here's the 0-1. It's drilled high and deep into left center field. Rafaela back onto the track at the wall, and it's off the wall. Cedon slips and falls. It gets past him on a carom. A run will score. Higashioka bangs one off the center field wall, and it's 2-1 Rangers. That ball was absolutely scalded, and Cedon was sort of caught in between.
Yeah, it looked he was going to get there, but it was just hit so hard. Even Cedon with his speed and the good break he gets on this ball. Very good route to this ball. And just couldn't get there, and then loses his footing right at the base of the wall, and you're lucky he walked away without an ankle injury there.
No doubt, as the pitch comes inside to Josh Smith and almost hits him. Did it hit the end of the bat? It did, so it's 0-1. That's, I agree with you, very fortunate. That could have been a disaster for Rafaela, kind of caught in between hitting the wall. So run in. Rangers have the lead back. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Cutter. And it's 0-2. So now Crochet here in the fourth inning has thrown 75 pitches.
Start to see the bullpen start to move around a little bit.
Love to get him out of here quickly right here. The swing and a miss by Josh Smith. That was nasty from Crochet. You know, he's furious with himself for that pitch to Higashioka. He's got a scowl on his face as he walks off. We go to the 5th inning. Rangers 2, Red Sox 1. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox.
Hear that? It's SpringFest savings calling your name. Only at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trimmer, blower, or mower. Plus, get your choice of any 2 bags of Miracle-Gro organic soil mix for only $16. Shop these can't-miss deals in-store or online today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Hawaii.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Next level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one and done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworms, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next-level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next-level protection for your dog.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Macy Spring VIP sale is here. Exclusive savings on the season's most loved brands with an extra 30% off Avec Les Filles, Karl Lagerfeld, DKNY, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty essentials from MAC, Armani Beauty, and too many others to mention. So get to the Macy Spring VIP sale now and shop brands you love at prices you'll love even more. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Nate Eovaldi is rolling along. We go to the 5th inning, 2-1 Texas. Subaru New England scoreboard with so much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Find your authorized retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We'll get the scores in a moment. Mackenzie Gore is doing it today. The Washington Nationals. Here's Christian Campbell's second big league AB, and he takes a ball outside with a cut fastball, 1-0.
Did you happen to see Mike Trout's first at bat today in Chicago against the White Sox? Got hit in the hand.
Ooh.
Did stay in the game, but it didn't look good at first. But come on, not again for this guy.
No kidding. Oh. Moves out of center field. They're hoping that helps him. 1-0 to the pitch. Is a strike. Really good splitter there, and it's 1-1. Campbell hit an out missile to straightaway center field. For a homer the last game in Mexico. His family's on hand. 1-1 the pitch. He is outside. He is like Juan Soto in the way that he takes pitches. He can wait till the last minute. He does get his weight out onto his front foot.
Yeah, when your hands are as fast as his are, you can that makes you a great hitter when you can wait that long to make that decision.
2-1. Eovaldi throws, and Christian fouls it at the feet of the catcher, and it's 2. 110th pitch long ago was brought to you by 110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill, proud to be an official partner of the WEEI Red Sox radio network. 2-2 to Campbell, leading off the 5th. Eovaldi delivers, and a swing and a soft ground ball down the third base side. Coming in Young, he gloves, he throws to first in time. And Campbell will have to wait a little while for his first big league hit. Softly hit down the line, one away.
In his first 2 at-bats, the first one he had the strikeout on the backup breaking ball that really just never broke over the plate. And then that one, a split finger that looked like it was going to be a good pitch to hit and ran all on his hands. I was hoping that ball would hit the bag and turn into a double for him.
Young did a good job. That was about as awkward a swing as you'll ever see him take. Here is Willier with one down. Pitch is a strike from the inside corner. Something about this guy, Willier Abreu. Won the Gold Glove in right field a year ago. Such a beautiful swing. He struck out a lot down the stretch, but man, got a feeling about him this year. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a foul with all the additions. Crochet, Bregman, the rival, a young big three. I think in some ways, Will, we talked too little about Wilyer Abreu.
100%. And yes, we talked about his defensive ability with the Gold Glove Award, which he deserved. Playing right field in Fenway, that's the toughest right field in all of sports, all of baseball.
0-2 to Wilyer. Eovaldi throws. Wilyer takes down and in. That was a curveball from Nate, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
But you're right. He just moves different. Everything's really smooth and just looks good. You know, it's something about certain guys like that. Whatever they do on a ball field, it just looks right.
Well, he can get on base at a prolific rate as a rookie. 388 on base with real power. 1-2. They play him to pull on the infield. Is fouled out of the glove of the catcher, Higashioka. 2-1 Texas. One down in the top of the 5th. Crochet has been good, not totally razor sharp by his standards. Throwing a bunch of pitches. He will have the bottom of the 5th, and then we'll see. Nate Eovaldi's 66 pitches thrown. 1-2 to Wilyer. Outfield deep and straight away. Eovaldi's sort of that abbreviated wind-up position. He throws, and Wilyer drives one high and deep and foul down the left field line.
That was the quick pitch right there from Eovaldi. Hands above his head, and instead of lifting his leg, he goes straight to the plate with the quick slide step. Wilyer does a good job of just getting a piece of that and fouling it off.
Nick Pivetta tried that to emulate Eovaldi. It never seemed to work out for him. Nick, long-term deal with the San Diego Padres. Here's the 1-2. Wilyer drives one high and deep into right field. Goodbye! A mammoth home run for Abreu, and we are tied 2. I told you I had a feeling. Knotted up in Texas.
I mean, Willie, that's way back. That's halfway up that section of stands in right field. This thing jumps off of his bat, 109 miles an hour off the bat. Says it's 415. I think someone got in the way of that because it was on his way going a lot further. That was loud.
God, he could be such a special player. He launches, and we got a new ball game. Here comes Connor Wong. Way back. Eovaldi delivers, and Connor swings and misses at a curveball 0-1.
Look, this is how you have to beat aces. Guys like Eovaldi, who clearly has his good stuff today. Someone's got to come up with a big bolt like that at this point in the game to tie the game up. That was it.
Well, he loves the state of Texas, does Wilyer. The 0-1 is looped into right field. It'll hang up, though, for Garcia. Wong is going to be gone. Yeah, they're 2 down. He had his first big league home run, ironically enough, at Houston, the team that traded him to the Red Sox at the 22 deadline. I'm not sure there's a prettier swing from the left side, and I mean it, in all of baseball.
Look, I'm a righty, or I was a righty, and lefty swings just look better. But that one right there, that's as suave as it gets.
It is. Here's Cedon Rafaela. Run in, tied at 2. 2 outs. Eovaldi pitches. And Cedon drives one high and deep into left center field, but it will hang up. Back in front of the warning track is Pilar. About 405 feet away from home plate. That ball is caught, and the inning is over. However, Wilyer says adios. Ties the game at 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hear that? It's Spring Fest savings calling your name. Only at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trimmer, blower, or mower. Plus, get your choice of any 2 bags of Miracle-Gro organic soil mix for only $16. Shop these can't-miss deals in-store or online today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Hawaii. Lowe's knows you need quality paint at a price that works for you. That's why My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get 20% off all future paint and stain purchases once annual paint qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Shop today and earn rewards on your Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot purchases. Lowe's. We help. You save. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More term restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Macy Spring VIP sale is here. Exclusive savings on the season's most loved brands with an extra 30% off Avec La Fille, Karl Lagerfeld, DKNY, and more. Plus, get 15% beauty essentials from MAC, Armani Beauty, and too many others to mention. So get to the Macy Spring VIP sale now and shop brands you love at prices you'll love even more. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
First pitch, fastball for a strike from Garrett Crochet begins the bottom of the fifth. We're tied at 2. Marcus Semien is the hitter. The 1 almost hit him. And the cut fastball down and in. It's 1-1. So now Crochet has thrown 77 pitches. Code word of the game is 2025 opening day. 2025 opening day. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. 1-1. Swing and a miss. That was nasty. Willier's got new dad strength. He had twins a week ago, so I guess it's double trouble.
I'll tell you what, Will, that's a real thing. It is a real thing. I guarantee you start hitting golf ball further.
Well, my broadcasts have never been better than after I had my 2 boys. The 1-2s fell back.
By the way, you won't tell everyone, but I will. You had an albatross. Was that was yesterday?
Yep.
And you didn't even tell me until Loomer told me.
I
would have been shouting it from the mountaintops.
Well, it's only because I made a 6 on the next par 3.
Who cares? It's an albatross.
It was windy in Texas and very lucky. The 1-2 is ripped into left field. That's a base hit between Story and Bremen. So speaking of 2s, Semien is aboard to lead it off in the bottom of the 5th. I mean, he's been good, Will, but I think Garrett Crochet has not been at his very best today.
Agreed. There's been a lot of 3-ball counts. There's been a lot of pitches that early in counts he's missed by a lot, uncompetitive. So good enough stuff to stay in the game.
Here is Seager, left-handed hitter, and a first pitch cutter for strike 1.
We'll start to see some movement down in the bullpen at this point. 85 pitches in.
Well, and of course, that will be an ongoing discussion for the Red Sox. The 0-1 is fouled back to the screen. We know that Chapman to start the year would like to have the 9th inning. Whitlock 7th and 8th in some order. And then you get to thinking about who's going to have the middle innings. It looks like Greg Weissert is going to grab a baseball and begin to throw.
He had a very good spring training.
He and Bernardino, the last 2 to make the club. 0-2. Big pitch. Here it is. High pop-up foul outside of third.
Now, outside of one outing this spring down in Fort Myers, Weissert was very good. The velocity was back up. The wipeout slider was looking good, and his command was where it needed to be.
Seager is today's designated hitter. They've got $500 million on their middle infield to the Rangers. Here's a ground ball to first. Casas has it to second for 1. Relay back to first. 2. Double play. 3-6-3 right at Tristan. Nicely done. Big couple of outs.
There's a lot of aspects to this play that are tough. The first baseman catches this. Casas catches it in the baseline, and you have to make a good throw on the inside of the base pass to the shortstop, not to hit the base runner. Give him a chance to turn the double play. Trevor makes a good stretch and turn, gets it back. Plenty of time to Casas for the double play.
Arm looked plenty good there from Story. So now 2 down. Here's Wyatt Langford. He takes high. That's why so many of the great first basemen are lefties, because of that throw where you don't hit the runner.
You've watched a little baseball, haven't you?
Just a touch. But that was a really hard angle for Tristan as a pitch misses outside, ball 2. Is it about body positioning? Well, how do you get it around that runner?
Well, the shortstop needs to do a good job of giving you a target inside the baseline.
2-0. The pitch is chopped to third. Bregman picks it beautifully. Throws to first. Inning over. Flashing some leather on the infield. Garrett Crochet's through 5. We're tied at 2 in Texas on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hear that? It's SpringFest savings calling your name. Only at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trimmer, blower, or mower. Plus, get your choice of any 2 bags of Miracle-Gro organic soil mix for only $16. Shop these can't-miss deals in-store or online today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Hawaii. Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Macy Spring VIP sale is here. Exclusive savings on the season's most loved brands with an extra 30% off Avec La Fille, Karl Lagerfeld, DKNY, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty essentials from MAC, Armani Beauty, and too many others to mention. So get to the Macy Spring VIP sale now and shop brands you love at prices you'll love even more. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey, it's Jim Costa with Cash the Ticket. It's March, so Mike Valeni and I are all over the tournament again this year. There's just nothing like betting in March. Breakdowns of every region and every game. From conference tournaments to the Final Horn, we'll have the picks and the plays on every single game. Cinderella spotlights, upset alerts, and some of that value for the last team standing. It's tourney time, so hunker down and bet the board with us. Subscribe and listen to Cash the Ticket in the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Art, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Jarren Duran to lead it off as we go into the 6th inning. We're tied at 2. Garrett Crochet's day appears to be done. Alex Cora gave him a big hug and handshake. He did not look pleased about that.
Not in the slightest.
Here's Duran driving one down the left field line and foul, and you love it. I mean, he's just a fierce competitor.
Of course.
He wanted to go deeper in this game. I thought it was interesting, his first start with the Red Sox. Alex went down the bench and sat with him for a moment to tell him that he was coming out of the game.
It's a big, scary man. I think I would have told him from a distance.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you're done, Mr. Crochet. Here's the 0-1 to Duran, and it's swung on a miss. Really good splitter there from Eovaldi, 0-2. 88 pitches thrown, 5 innings in the books, 5 hits, 2 runs for Crochet. He didn't have his true swing and miss stuff. 4 punch-outs today. 0-2 to Jarren Duran. 0 for 2 today. Here he grounds one foul outside of first. Time for our league leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James. Of course, I mean, we played 3 games in the big leagues. None of them are over yet, so I guess Austin Wells and Tyler O'Neill are tied for the home run lead in the big leagues, along with Wilyer Abreu. 0-2 to Duran. Here it is. Duran takes high. Drains by James is Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining at drainsbyjames.com. They give a poop about your pipes.
Probably my favorite read, to be honest.
You're going to do it soon. The 1-2 is down and in. Curveball from Eovaldi, and it's 2-2.
It's just a good line. I mean, gets my attention.
We'll miss hearing the great Joe Castiglione do that read. Something hit home extra special when he would say it. We were thinking so much about Joe today. The 2-2 is outside to Duran. Baseball's not the same without Mr. Castiglione in the ballpark and in the booth. And he sent both of us a very nice note, unsurprisingly today. And he'll be on our minds today and throughout this whole season. 3-2 to Duran. Nate Eovaldi, one of Joe's favorites. Winds, he throws, and Jarren swings and misses. Splitter. Bottom fell out of that, and there's one away.
That's the trust that Eovaldi has in that split. He loves to throw at 3-2, and as a hitter, you have to gear up for the gas. And the bottom just falls out of that, so it's really frustrating as a hitter.
Perfect pitch. Here's Raffy, who struck out twice. Looks like Garrett Whitlock's going to come in the game here. Get a couple innings. Such a dominant spring for him. Here is Devers. Pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Never re-roof again. New England Metal Roofing.com. 0-1 to Carita. The pitch. Foul back to the screen. And it's 0-2. Violent swing there.
Violent is the word. Eovaldi hasn't made many mistakes at all today. That looked like a cutter right right over the heart of the plate. Raffi was just right under it, fouling it back.
That's how you can know he's just not right yet.
He doesn't miss those.
0-2 the pitch. High with a fastball. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Jaguar Boston and Jaguar Sudbury. 1-2 to Devers. One down in the 6th. We're tied at 2 on opening day in Texas. Evaldi delivers, and Raffi takes another high fastball. Maybe some signs of fatigue for Evaldi. 82 pitches now, and both those missed up.
Just such a cat and mouse here because Raffi's thinking the split looked good, but he's also got me on curveballs down and in. And then Evaldi knows he's thinking that and goes fastball up 2 in a row right there with 2 strikes.
And Raffi is playing right along with you, Will. He calls for time to sort of process it all. 2-2. Holds the bat high. The pitch is a check swing. He did not go. He threw a cutter up and in, and Raffi able to stop the swing full count.
Todd Titchener, I think, missed that. I think that was a strike on the pitch, right in the top inside quadrant of the strike zone. Just caught the corner, but got the call.
Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with another curveball. The hat trick for Devers. And they're 2 away for Bregman.
All 3 strikeouts today have been on the curveball. That one more hittable. That wasn't down and in. That one was over the plate, but still executed to the edge.
So 8 strikeouts. The boos mean it's Alex Bregman time. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Swing, an awkward foul. He was sawed off there. Fastball got in on him at 93, and it's 0-1.
It just would feel right with Bregman coming up with a big homer, right? At some point, he sets the tone so many ways for this team. Why not do it in game 1?
And so many times. Here's a high pop foul into the seats down the left field side. That'll run things to 0-2. For the love of a mouth-watering tender roast, hurry to Shaw's in Star Market right now. Beef eye of round roast or bottom round roast is $3.97 a pound. We'll use the digital coupon. 0-2 to Bregman. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him in for the 2nd time today. Strikes out the side. He's got 9 punch-outs. Garrett Whitlock to the mound for the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 2 in Arlington of the Shaws in Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4 de opción varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias, excluye Hawái.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Macy Spring VIP sale is here. Exclusive savings, the season's most loved brands, with an extra 30% off Avec La Fille, Karl Lagerfeld, DKNY, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty essentials from MAC, Armani Beauty, and too many others to mention. So get to the Macy Spring VIP sale now and shop brands you love at prices you'll love even more. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hi, this is Garrett Whitlock. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
A cool moment for Garrett Whitlock, trying to keep the game tied in Texas. A man who had that internal brace procedure on his right elbow. Only 4 starts made last year for the Sox. And here he is out of the pen, where he's been so awesome in the first pitch to Adolis Garcia. Predictably, strike 1 with a slider.
It feels, he's back where he belongs, right? 2021 Rule 5 comes over, dominates, and trying to make him a starter.
Throws harder. He attacks the 0-1. Is a little bit outside. And it's 1-1. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers BMW of Boston, Sudbury, and Medford. 1-1 from Whitlock to Garcia.
What was that? Medford? Say it again, Medford?
Come on, man.
You're trying.
1-1 is skied into right field. Abreu, it's underneath it. He makes the play. Listen, Lou has tried to really impart upon me. You got to say it the right way.
Well, that's a fun game to play with people not from the Northeast, not from the Boston area.
Yeah.
Like, how do you say this?
Yeah, like Billerica.
You're like Worcester. What? I got that sauce in my pantry.
Lou tells me that some people from Medford actually just don't even say the R and the D. They just call it Medfa. The 1-out first pitch to Jake Berger is outside for ball 1.
That's just lazy. They just finish the word, you know? I get it, but they got things to do.
Leave him alone, Middleborough. Here's the 1-0. Foul off the end of the bat.
Middleborough.
Well, that's good.
There you go. Middleborough high, Sean Newcomb.
He's here. He's going to be the 5th starter.
What a cool story that is.
No doubt about that. He'll make his Red Sox home debut next Sunday night against the St. Louis Cardinals. How cool that'll be. 1-1 from Whitlock is high in the air into center field. It hangs up for Cedon. Drifts to his right. He's there with the red sleeves on to make the play. Very quickly done. 2 down. He is an animal out of the bullpen, Garrett Whitlock.
Just fills up the strike zone. And that's the Andrew Bailey way, right? Be in the zone with your nasty stuff. And they want to have guys with filthy stuff so they can pound the zone. They don't have to pitch around anyone and get outs quickly.
Whitlock has made a career doing that. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Josh Young. The pitch is a strike, and it's part of why once you have Crochet and Buehler and Giolito back healthy and more depth in the rotation, you can do this with Whitlock, and it transforms your entire club. 0-1. Pitch lined up the middle into center field, a base hit. That one got a little much of the plate with a slider, so a 2-out hit. The Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during the 24 season, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. They are here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. Now, here is Kevin Pillar. He might be the only guy in the ballpark unhappy to see Crochet depart. 2-2 against him. Takes a first pitch fastball on the corner from Whitlock. 0-1. I'll never forget Whitlock in that ALDS against the Tampa Bay Rays. Had so many big outs, utterly fearless. 1-1. Down and he's got ice water in his veins. He's the Jimmy Fund captain. He's a combination of great competitor, great man, who seems to understand and embrace everything about Boston.
I don't know, like the theme in this clubhouse is just a bunch of good guys.
You can feel it. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Man, he blew him away with 96, and it's 1-2.
Really is jumping out of his hand, that fastball is. Just consistently, every one of them, 96, 97. Just pinpoint accuracy with his command so far with the pitch.
2-2 in the bottom of the 6th. 2 down. Young leading at first. The pitch little outside of the sweeper. In fact, a lot outside, and it's 2-2. Understood the temptation to make him a starter. But this just feels like home for Whitlock. 2-2. The pitch. Come on. That was very close, but called a ball. Wong held it an extra second, and it's 3-2.
I would love to see Whitlock go in here to Pillar. Everything's been out away from him. It's easier to pick up the pitches out there, but get him leaning, get a jam shot ground ball, get out of this thing.
Young will be off for the pitch. 3-2 with 2 down. Here it is. High fly into shallow right center field. Cedon gallops in. He's there to make the play. Smooth as silk is Rafael in center field. We go to the 7th inning on opening day. Tied at 2. The Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Lowe's knows you need quality paint at a price that works for you. That's why My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get 20% off all future paint and stain purchases once annual paint qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Shop today and earn rewards on your Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot purchases. Lowe's, we help, you save. Exclude spray paint and mist tints. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Macy Spring VIP sale is here. Exclusive savings on the season's most loved brands with an extra 30% off Avec Les Filles, Karl Lagerfeld, DKNY, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty essentials from MAC, Armani Beauty, and too many others to mention. So get to the Macy's Spring VIP sale now and shop brands you love at prices you'll love even more. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
I'm Jordan Robinson, host of the new podcast, The Women's Hoop Show. Each episode, I'll be joined by a rotating group of women's basketball experts to talk WNBA, college hoops, the new Unrivaled League, and the shifting landscape of the sport. The game is growing, and so are we. Listen to and follow the Women's Hoop Show and Odyssey podcast, available now for free on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoon starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Well, into the 7th we go, and Bruce Bochy goes to a left-hander in his bullpen, and Alex Cora will ride with Tristan Casas, his cleanup hitter. Left on left in a tie game in Arlington. Garcia throws, and Tristan swings very late and misses a fastball. It's 0-1.
Garcia featuring a fastball, changeup, and then a slider here and there. Came over from the Nationals in a trade where the Rangers sent Nathaniel Lowe over to Washington.
Those Lows, those Lows, they're hard to keep track of.
That guy.
0-1 to Tristan today. He's not done a lot against lefties in his career. He fouls it off on the third base side. Alex Cora told us, Will, before the game, we're going to find out this year who Casas and Abreu are against lefties.
Well, it's at that point, right? Like they're not considered, I guess, young guys. They're not rookies anymore. They got to sell themselves as everyday big leaguers.
0-2 to Casas. Pitch. Swinging a line drive into center field. That is caught by the shortstop, Smith. He spins and throws to first in time behind the bag. What a play. And robbery of Casas to begin the 7th. Wow.
Absolute ridiculous play by Josh Smith. He's shaded up the middle with the lefty Casas up there, but tremendous range to get to this ball. Probably 4 steps behind the infield cut. Wow. Spins and throws 360, one hop to Berger, and he picks it for the out first.
One motion. That was beautiful. Trevor Story knows a thing or two about that. He bats now with 1 down. Garcia throws, and Trevor takes ball outside. Subaru New England scoreboard with so much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England, a lot to love event. Find your authorized retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And Evaldi was very good with 9 strikeouts over 6 as Trevor swings and misses at a good changeup. And it is 1-1. I think they just said maybe that's the most strikeouts by an opening day starter in Rangers history. 9 for Nate today. He was really, really good. The 2-2 swing and a miss. I should say the 1-1 pitch. And that's why that bolt from Abreu is even more impressive, Will. He had it all going today. Nate did.
He didn't. He made maybe 2 mistakes. One to Abreu for the homer. He made a mistake to Devers, and Raffy fouled it straight back. But just nothing over the middle of the plate. He had his good stuff.
Campbell's on deck. Base is empty. 1 down for Trevor. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul on the first base side. There is pressure on Story this year. He's not been healthy enough for the Red Sox. Signed a long 6-year big bucks deal. Limited that devastating injury in Anaheim, the first road trip of the season. He fought his way back, but was just not himself in the last month. 1-2 is in the dirt. Good take. He's trying, Will, to rediscover what made him such a phenomenal young talent early in his career.
He's just such a streaky player, and we've seen it in a obviously small sample size, 103 games over 3 seasons here with the Red Sox since he came over. But he can go on those 2-week rampages where he carries the whole team.
2-2 here. Pitch. Swing and a chopper, softly hit toward third. If it stays fair, it might be a hit, but it's foul outside the line. Look, he had a 14 RBI week 2 Augusts ago. He started his big league career with 5 home runs in a series. He can get so locked in.
White hot, right? Just beyond hot he can get, but he can also get just as cold at times, which we've seen. And so far today, he's been very in between. And what I mean by that is he's very early on off speed and then late on the fastballs. You have to pick one or the other. You can't try to hit everything.
That is the worst place for a hitter to be.
Tell me about it. Been there for, let's see, how long did I play? 12 years in professional ball.
So uncomfortable. 2-2 to Story. 1 down in the 7th. We're tied at 2 on opening day. Garcia ready at the belt. He throws. And Trevor drives one on a line into center field, but it'll hang up. Pilar slides in the end to make the play. I don't know that he needed to do that necessarily, but he makes the play, and they're 2 away.
Pilar has always been able to go get it. He can come in on balls with the best of them. He plays fearless in center field. You remember all the years in Toronto of him going up, stealing homers and diving in the gaps. He robbed me one time. He was in Buffalo AAA. I was in Pawtucket, and he went up over at McCoy Stadium and brought one back. And I will never forgive you, Kevin Pilar.
Here is Christian Campbell for the 3rd time. The pitch is a little outside. I think there's a very good chance that Robert Garcia is going to be the answer to a trivia question. Who did Christian Campbell get his first big league hit against? 1-0 here with 2 down to the 7th. Here's the pitch, and it's high and away. He's got a great feel for the zone, does Campbell. A changeup that missed, and now a hitter's count, 2-0.
Yeah, very good fastball changeup combination from Garcia. Fastball mid-90s, 94, 95. Some good zip of him on the left side, but the changeup is really the equalizer. It starts middle of the plate and just kind of has a parachute on it there, about 86, 87 miles an hour.
So a visit to the mound from Higashioka. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. NissanUSA.com today. So here we go, Will. I mean, this is a kid making his big league debut with all these expectations. 2-0, a hitter's count. You've got to think, and I think probably Higashioka feels the same way, Christian's got to be in swing mode right here.
Of course, in a tie game, they're not just going to lay a fastball in there to throw a strike. Good chance you see a changeup here or even a fastball in where they try to get you off the plate, knowing you're going to be aggressive.
Chris Martin warming for the Rangers. 2 balls, no strikes to Campbell. Here's the pitch. He takes outside. That's really disciplined from Campbell, and it's 3-0.
He has a very good idea of the strike zone, and developing an approach this early in his career will be key to his success.
Definitely a green light here. 3-0. Garcia throws, and Christian takes a pitcher's pitch on the outside corner, sort of at the belt, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, you love when these kids in these situations have the green light. You know they're feeling the nerves and jumpy and want to get that hit, but lay off tough pitches.
3-1. The pitch. Outside ball 4. So Christian Campbell draws a walk. He'll be on base for the first time in the big leagues, and that extends the inning for Wilyer Abreu. We'll never forget the moment that Wilyer had last year, the day that his grandmother passed away. Just about his first at-bat of the year against a lefty. He launched a home run, so he gets to face Garcia here, who tied the game as last time. Here, Campbell leading at first with 2 down. And is that a balk? It is. So that means Campbell goes into scoring position. Garcia came set, then sort of broke and stepped off.
Higashioka literally startled Garcia. He came set after getting the pitches, looking at Campbell at first base. He's taken his eyes off of him, and it scared him. It literally scared him. He flinched before stepping off.
Yeah, Kyle, the catcher, had his hand up above his hands, the head rather, as Abreu tied up there with a fastball up and in, and it's 0-1. So now, with Campbell's speed, almost any hit into the outfield will give the Red Sox a lead. Got a chance here for Abreu. 0-1 the pitch. Outside. Good take on a changeup. And it's 1-1. You'd figure with Wong on deck, Chris Martin would come on to face it if Abreu can continue the inning. 1-1. Here it is. Abreu cannot stop his swing. He goes around on a fastball. And it's 1-2.
Robert Garcia has that. It's a little less than 3/4. He's not quite sidearm. It's not quite 3/4. That's sidearm sees that ball up there. That can be really tough for a left-handed batter for picking up the ball out of the hand.
Well, you can see it. I mean, Williams tried twice to check his swing and not been able to. Christian Campbell at second with 2 down. Tie game in the 7th. 1-2. Here it is. Swing and a pop-up on the third base side foul. Over the dugout now to play. One of the most fun things about Wilyer Abreu in the couple of years we've gotten to know him is he does have the clutch gene. Seems to rise to the biggest moments. One of them right here. 1-2. Go ahead run at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul that Higashioka just can't quite hold on to. 94. And it stays 1-2.
But finally, they were sticking with the fastball against Abreu because he's looked very awkward and uncomfortable check swinging off Garcia. That one right there, a very healthy, comfortable hack. You got to think maybe he goes to some off speed here in the 1-2 count.
Looks into Higashioka, has the sign. From the belt, the 1-2. Outside, really good take. Slider. Here we go again with the chess match between hitter and pitcher.
Now the slider doesn't look great from Garcia. He has shown the left-on-left changeups to Abreu first pitch of this at-bat, so he's not scared to throw that to the left-handed hitter.
Don't you feel like if he goes back to the fastball, it may go a long way?
I would love that, Willie.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2 the score, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little pop-up foul. He did go to the fastball, and Abreu just a little bit late. It was away from him. Too close to take, and it stays 2-2.
2 very comfortable fastballs middle in. He's trying to go away on both of those. They stayed middle in. He has not shown that changeup since the first pitch of this at bat. I would not be surprised to see it here down in the zone.
Campbell leading at second. Here's the 2-2. And it is exactly that, the changeup, and that's a great take from Abreu. It's 3-2.
Yeah, that's the thing is he's thinking, okay, he's forgotten about that changeup I showed him in the 0-0 count. He's seen my slider. He's very comfortable against my fastball now. Now at this point, it's just 1 versus 1. Here's my best pitch. Can you beat me?
3-2 with Campbell at second. The pitch to Abreu. Inside ball 4. So that is a fantastic plate appearance by Wilyer Abreu. You figure that'll be the end for Garcia. Wong is due up. Martin is ready in the Ranger bullpen. And here comes Bruce Bochy. That will be a long walk for Bruce. He ambles to the mound. The 4-time world champion Bruce Bochy, who's got a habit of winning every other year as a manager. Rangers fans would love that to continue here this season. Big spot coming up. Connor Wong is due up, and well, he knows a thing or two about the man coming out of the Rangers bullpen, Chris Martin. The big rig to the mound right after this. Tie game, 2 on, 2 out in the 7th on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the turbocharged Ranger, ready for your next adventure. Visit buyfordnow.com and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck. This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
Now, our old buddy Chris Martin is on the mound. He'll see his former battery mate, Connor Wong, in a big spot in the 7th inning on opening day. 2 on, 2 out. Before we get you that drama, we take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks. Chris Martin is on the mound to face Wong with 2 on and 2 out. What a great at-bat play appearance there from Willie Abreu.
Well, it started off so uncomfortable, left on left. Garcia made some tough pitches, and then Willier just locked it in, settled in, fouled off some tough pitches, and got himself a walk.
You do have David Hamilton on the bench in this spot, but with the catcher at the plate, tie game in the 7th, you understand sticking with Connor here. Martin delivers, and Connor fouls it off on the third base side. Last year, 45 appearances for the Red Sox. Not as spectacular as the year before, but still so dependable for Martin, who had 2 wonderful years with the Red Sox.
You can be aggressive against him. You know he's in his zone. I mean, he is one of the historically best strike throwers this game has seen.
We talked to him before the game today. 0-1, the pitch is a strike, and he said one of the things he needs to be better, that was a great splitter, 0-0 counts. The first pitch got hammered last year, and that's because he's in the zone so much.
Guys are aware of how much he throws first pitch strikes and pitches over to get ahead in the count, so why not jump all over it?
And surprisingly, he's ahead of Wong, 0-2. Campbell at second, Abreu at first. 2-2 in the 7th. Straight up defensively. 0-2 to Wong. Is just outside. That's that cutter that's such a weapon for him, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, just about everything he throws is firm. It's a cutter, 4-seamer, and a sinker. We saw the split once. He will mix that in, but loves that cutter.
He thought about retiring, did Chris. He grew up about 10 minutes away from here. At 1-2, Wong pops it foul on a play down the right field side. So he thought, well, he'd give it one more run with a contending team, and oh, by the way, just down the street from his house.
Hometown team, that's always fun. It's always nice to sleep in your own bed, too. You don't have to rent a place and move your family across the country. It's better for everybody.
Corbin Burns went home to Arizona. Orioles are in business on their opening day, leading 6-2 at last look. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Connor Wong. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Splitter. Adios. Inning over. Vintage Chris Martin. It's stretch time in Arlington, Texas. We're tied at 2. Whitlock continues after this. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lowe's knows you need quality paint at a price that works for you. That's why My Lowe's Pro Reward members get 20% off all future paint and stain purchases once annual paint qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Shop today and earn rewards on your Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot purchases. Lowe's, we help, you save. Exclude spray paint and mist tints. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowes.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar. Hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, cool,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Come visit CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington this year to experience our state-of-the-art kitchen showroom. At CCL Homescapes, our design team listens, understands your family's needs, and stays on the pulse of trends. We work with you to create a beautiful and efficient space that your family will enjoy for years to come. Our showroom is open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Go to cclco.com to learn more about how we can create the kitchen of your dreams. cclco.com.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Bridgestone tires. So we buy Bridgestone tires for less and sell them for less. The guaranteed lowest price you'll find anywhere. Plus, we give you more free services for life than any other tire dealer. So when you're looking for Bridgestone tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Garrett Whitlock continues in the game, tied up in the bottom of the seventh. 2-2 in Texas. For the love of watering tender roast, heard at Shaws and Stars Market. Right now, beef eye of round roast or bottom round roast is $3.97 a pound. We use the digital coupon. Limit 2, Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox network. Kyle Higashioka, who put the Rangers ahead his last time, batting to lead things off in the seventh. I could have used the digital coupon last night at Perry's Steakhouse for the 7-pound pork chop we had.
It was 2 full pounds. You ate about a third of a pound. I ate every bit of 2.
It was impressive. You cleaned it up. Here is the pitch from Whitlock that misses outside. I bet these two had some work together in minor league camp with the New York Yankees. 1-0. Whitlock pants at the knees. He throws. High fly into right center field, but easily over to his right is Willier. He's there to make the play. You can eat.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing at this point in my life, but that's where we're at. I am who I am.
Well, it doesn't show. It's absolutely clowning all of us, looking like you could go play third base right now.
I wish I could.
Well, I think most of us are probably happy that it's Bregman, not you at this point. Here is Josh Smith, left-handed hitter, and what do you know, the first pitch strike on the corner. What's the hardest part about playing third base?
The angles, right? That's how you make the biggest jump in if you change position.
Oh, one is outside.
Is reading the number one, the first hop off the bat. So reading the ball off the bat is tough. If it goes straight into the ground, you have to know to take that 45-degree angle back to buy yourself more room for that hop.
1-1. Whitlock facing Smith. Tied at 2. She is a soft ground ball to third, fittingly. Bregman's got it. He throws to first in time. 2 away. That's a chance. It's pretty routine, isn't it?
Yeah, when you're playing in, yes, that's routine. A little squibber,
which he was.
He can come in on. And if you're playing back, that probably turns into a barehanded play, which is much more difficult.
He's been silky smooth over there today. Christian Campbell's had a couple chances at second. Been good on both. A little bobble on the first, but it ended well. Here is Marcus Semien, always dangerous. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
Just got to say, Whitlock's sinker looks so good. It might not show if you're watching video of this after the game, watching his movement.
It's 95 with that one here. He misses. It's 95 up top. It's 1-1.
94, 95, 96, and it just has such a good shape to it where it can hit. Batters hit the top of the ball. It's such a late movement.
He's kind of gone back to that one-seam fastball. The 1-1 is fouled off the end of the bat. The difference between Whitlock, the reliever, and Whitlock, the starter, is about 2 miles an hour on the fastball, and he just attacks.
And it's just heavy. That's what the hitters will tell you. It's heavy. It's like the ball weighs twice as much as it should because it gets in on your hands so quickly.
1-2, the pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. See you later. Strikeout of Semien. What an inning for Garrett Whitlock. Down in order go the Rangers. We go to the 8th. Tied at 2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox.
Lowe's knows you need quality paint at a price that works for you. That's why My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get 20% off all future paint and stain purchases once annual paint qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Shop today and earn rewards on your Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot purchases. Lowe's, we help, you save. Exclude spray paint and mist tints. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. La elección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias, excluye Hawái.
College sports hold a mythic place in American culture, but sometimes the drama off the court overshadows the action on it.
The higher-ups are concerned about one thing, and that is avoiding scandal.
I'm Margot Gray. On the new podcast, Campus Files, we cover everything, including some of the biggest scandals in college sports. Listen to and follow Campus Files, an Odyssey original podcast, available now on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Now, Cedon Rafaela going to lead it off against Chris Martin, who remains in the game as we go into the top of the 8th on opening day, tied at 2. It'll be Rafaela and Duran and Devers. Martin throws. Cedon takes a strike on the outside corner. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Bentley Boston, Lamborghini Boston, and Rolls-Royce Motor Cars of New England, all the places that Middlebrooks shops. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. You're a truck guy, but I think you'd look good in a Bentley.
I would love a Bentley. I'd rather buy a house. Yeah, but I am a truck guy. I'm fast cars, me and bad combination.
Tracy Chapman, not your girl. 0-2 is fouled off the end of the bat.
I still think that Luke Combs version is the best one.
Well, and
not to take anything away from Tracy Chapman.
Well, how about the moment they had together at the Grammys last year?
How good was that?
You'll never find me saying a bad word about Luke Combs. 0-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Rafaela is gone. Especially his new album about fathers and sons and all the things. Where the wild things are. I don't want him to know that I didn't hang the moon. I didn't take any monsters out of his closet. I better stop before I get a little misty here. Jaron Duran.
You don't want me doing play-by-play.
No, nobody needs that here. Although we're going to get you going on that this year. The pitch to Jaron is a strike on the inside corner. This is a good matchup for Jaron. As much as it can be against Chris Martin, a strike thrower. Duran has hit the ball hard today, but he is 0 for 3. Tied at 2 in the 8th. Martin throws. Jaron tries to stop his swing. Pitch was a ball anyway. 94-mile-an-hour fastball, 1-1.
What a season last year from Jaron Duran. And obviously, he's feeling like he has to back that up with the same exact season. I don't know if he could back that up.
1-1. Swinging a ground ball into right field. That's a base hit. His speed is aboard as the go-ahead run in the 8th inning. I mean, last year led the league in doubles and triples, 48 and 14. Speed all over the place. Would you think this is a spot he'll look to run?
I would. Chris Martin, not exactly quick to the plate. A lot of splits and cutters from Martin as well. So good chance for Higashioka to have a tough pitch to try to throw him out on as well.
He stole a base in the finale in Mexico. So here we go. Devers to the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss. He's so late on fastballs today, and it's 0-1. Jaron last season stole 34 bags. Sort of a medium-sized lead. 0-1. Martin sets at the letters. He's running. The pitch is high. Throw to second. Not in time. Head first slide for Duran. He is into scoring position like a bat out of hell. He steals second base, and the Red Sox have the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Such a good jump by Jarren Duran. Higashioka got a perfect pitch up, elevated, almost like a pitch out to throw him out at second base, and just the speed of Duran took over on that play.
He just got a fabulous jump. So now it's 1-1. Duran and Martin's mind at second base. Devers glaring out at him. Bregman on deck. 1-1. Swinging a chopper on the right side, handled over there by Berger. He steps on the first base bag. 2 down with Duran over at third.
But I'm with you, Rafi. Just his timing is just not there yet, but do not panic. Do not think this is because he's the DH, or it's because of the lack of at-bats in spring training. Rafi Devers, let's not forget who he is. He will be back.
Well, how about this moment for Alex Bregman? First day as a Red Sox player, and he's got a chance to put the Sox ahead. Duran at third with 2 down. Jaren's got a 30-foot lead at third. The pitch driven into right field on a rope, but caught by Garcia. Great swing, but right into the defense. And the inning is over. Red Sox go to the bottom of the 8th. Aroldis Chapman coming out of the bullpen to face Corey Seager. Tied at 2. In the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox.
Lowe's knows you need quality paint at a price that works for you. That's why My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get 20% off all future paint and stain purchases once annual paint qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Shop today and earn rewards on your Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot purchases. Lowe's, we help, you save. Exclude spray paint and mist tints. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
I'm Jordan Robinson, host of the new podcast, The Women's Hoop Show. Each episode, I'll be joined by a rotating group of women's basketball experts to talk WNBA, college hoops, the new Unrivaled League, and the shifting landscape of the sport. The game is growing, and so are we. Listen to and follow the Women's Hoop Show and Odyssey podcast, available now for free on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, it's time to talk to my guy, Scott McFarland at McFarland Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlandEnergy.com/careers.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Here we go. Exactly the spot that Alex Cora predicted. It's the 8th inning. Corey Seager's leading off. So here's Aroldis Chapman, one of the dominant relievers for the last decade and a half. Phenomenal spring training. Pitch from him is a fastball for strike 1, 96 miles an hour, which is where he's lived and been at his best.
And in spring training, his first couple outings were rough. A lot of balls, a lot of walks, a lot of 3-ball counts.
0-1 the pitch to Seager as a fastball yanked outside, 1-1.
But then we saw him make the adjustment of not just going up there and trying to throw flames, right? He would take it off his foot off the gas a bit, 96 to 98, and he could command it much better.
1-1 is high in the air, foul back of third. Bregman gives a run in front of the dugout. He runs out of room. The play, and it's 1-2. Last year with the Pittsburgh Pirates, 68 appearances, a 3.79 ERA. He broke into the big leagues, did Chapman, all the way back in 2010. And the Cincinnati Reds, Yankees, Reds, Chicago Cubs World Series winner. 1-2. The pitch is called a ball. Man, that was close. A slider, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, just down with that slider. That was a really good 2-strike pitch. Seager obviously with a great take there.
More like, I hope that's a ball.
Please be a ball.
2-2. The pitch fouled back. He had a good rip at a fastball there, 97. Today's game attendance report is brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Whether you're craving fresh hand-breaded chicken and chicken tenders or all breast meat, fried chicken sandwiches and nuggets, Crispy Crunchy Chicken delivers. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. He got him fastball at 98. Giddy up, and there's one away.
Just reaching back when he needs to. That's the thing with Aroldis Chapman. He doesn't have to throw as hard as he can. He doesn't have to be at 102 to be effective. With that delivery and the massive extension that he has to home plate, that 98 will play up even more.
Must be nice to dial it back and throw 96. Here's Wyatt Langford, breaks his bat, loops one to second. Oh, it's past Christian Campbell and into right field. Very difficult chance there for Campbell. Short hop looper shattered the bat, and Wyatt Langford, the go-ahead run, is aboard here in the 8th.
Christian Campbell playing up the middle with the righty Langford up, who pulls the ball a lot on the ground. The fastball in on the hands of Langford just absolutely blows up the lumber. Christian Campbell tries to body this up, get in front of that short hop. It was a tough play, as you said, Will. Just couldn't make the play.
Those are the kinds of plays he'll learn to make, but really difficult chance here is the dangerous Adolis Garcia. Langford leading at first, looking like he might be in the mood to run as he watches Garcia take a fastball inside for ball 1.
And with the delivery that Chapman has, especially out of the stretch, he does not have a good pickoff move.
Casas holding Langford, the pitch. That's way inside. Of course, this is something to think about and watch all year long. Chapman can be overpowering and dominant, but he can have difficulty throwing strikes. Needs one here. 2-0 to Garcia. Tied at 2 in the 8th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high drive into center field. Garcia watches as Rafaela back to his left. He's there to make the play. Cedon glides in front of the track. That is a huge second out.
There's several guys on this Red Sox defense. When the balls hit their direction, you don't even think twice. You just know they're getting to it. I love how you say he glides to that. That's exactly what it is. It's so smooth how Cedon gets to the ball in the gap.
Well, and it should be so much fun to watch him in center field all year long. Here now is Jake Berger. Walked and scored a run. 0 for 2. The pitch. Ground ball on the left side, backhanded by Story. He'll go the short way to second in time, and the inning is over. So Chapman works around the one-out hit. We go to the 9th inning, tied at 2. It'll be Casas, Story, and Christian Campbell on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Llegaron las ofertas de fiesta de primavera en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una batería Ego de 56 voltios Selecta cuando compras una orilladora, podadora o un soplador Ego Selecto. Además, lleva 2 bolsas de mezcla de tierra orgánica para jardín Miracle Grow por solo $16. Aprovecha estas ofertas en tiendas o en línea. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 4/2. Selección varía por lugar hasta agotar existencias. Excluye Hawái.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
Hey, it's Jim Costa with Cash the Ticket. Mike Valeni and I are all over the tournament again this March. Breakdowns of every region and every game, who are the Cinderellas, and which team's cutting down the nets. Subscribe and listen to Cash the Ticket on the Odyssey app, wherever you get your podcasts.
Ready to shoot your shot? Log into BetMGM and make your picks in our March Matchups $250K Pick'em for your chance to win a share of bonus bets. It's free to play and easy to get started. Just log into your BetMGM account and predict what will happen at different points throughout the college basketball tournament. You'll earn points with every correct answer, which gives you a shot to win a share of bonus bets. That's right. Just pick what will happen throughout March Matchups, and if you make enough correct picks, you'll win a share of the $250K in bonus bets. Think you know college basketball? Make your picks to win a share of $250,000 in bonus bets. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age and older. Massachusetts only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Hi, this is Tristan Coughlin. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Tristan Casas is going to bat, and interestingly, Bruce Bochy brings in the guy he thought would be his ninth inning pitcher, Luke Jackson. Tie game in the top of the ninth here. Casas, Story, and Campbell do up as Tristan does swing at the first pitch, a slider. And that's strike one.
Yeah, Luke Jackson loves that slider, has a lot of success with it. Slider, four-seam, he's got a curveball as well.
Love when Casas is aggressive early and counts the pitch. Inside and up. And it's 1-1. Chapman passed his first Red Sox test.
He looked really good. Even his misses were just off the plate.
Looks like Justin Slayton is up and warming for the Red Sox. He'll have the bottom of this ninth inning. 1-1 the pitch. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Wow, that was a fastball right there, and Casas just missed it.
He was on time, just fouled it straight back. Fastball top of the zone, 95. That is the aggressive hack you've been wanting to see from him.
1-2, leading off the top of the ninth. Tied on opening day, the pitch. Low and outside this. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers, Maserati of Boston, Maserati of Millbury, and Maserati of Warwick.
Or is it Warwick?
Depending on if you're from there, sure. 2-2, the pitch. Casas takes the ball. Walk here would be a great play and make things very interesting. I think you might use Hamilton to pinch run and bring Romy in for defense in the ninth.
You beat me to it, Willie. You beat me to it. Bring on the speed of David Hamilton. You know he has the ability to steal 50-plus bags if he's getting consistent playing time.
Casas so discerning in the strike zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. They play him ever so slightly to pull on the infield. Luke Jackson sets at his belt, rocking back and forth. Glove up, into the wind. The pitch is strike 3 call. Looked a little low, but Casas is rung up, and there's one away.
I'm with you, Willie. I thought that was just below the zone. Too close to take, I'd say, with 2 strikes. Hope to maybe foul it off or put a good pass on it.
Well, you're too nice. That's a ball. I mean, that's beneath his knees. And that's one where if we do have the ABS system, you challenge and you win.
Especially in this spot.
What a huge missed call that is. Now Trevor Story, who takes a little bit outside ball 1. I just don't think he's had an awful day. But the home plate umpire, Todd Titchener, has had some misses, and that was a huge one.
Very inconsistent. We'll give him that.
1-0 to Trevor. The pitch is swung on and missed very late on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-1. That's why, Will, we need this ABS system yesterday.
And I thought during spring training it was great. It really didn't slow the game down. It's crowd. You got the crowd engaged.
Here's the 1-1. Trevor takes outside. Ball 2.
It was fun for the crowd. It honestly was. And for us as well, watching that, you get to look up on the big board and see if it caught the corner. It would even tell you if it was 0.7 inches off the plate.
Here's a big pitch coming to Story. Hitters count 2-1 with Campbell on deck. Tie game in the ninth. The pitch. Trevor takes a ball outside, and it is 3-1.
That's a great take right there. You know Jackson is going to throw a ton of sliders. That's his go-to pitch. But if you're up there looking for slider, you can't swing at the fastball. You'll be late like we saw on the first pitch.
3-1 to Trevor. Here's the pitch. He fouls it off. Another slider. That one way up and in, and it's 3-2.
That's a tough one because you get the hanger, and it just spins.
And by that, do you mean it just stays up and in more than you think it will?
Yeah, so the backup breaking ball is what that was. It came out of his hand, and as a hitter, you're like, it's got to start right here in to be a good pitch to hit. It starts there, but then it just stays there.
3-2 to Story. Here it is. Trevor fouls it off on the third base side. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you.
Nissan's got an exciting full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
I think Jackson goes back to that fastball that Trevor was late on the first pitch of the at-bat. He's shown him a lot of sliders the rest of this at-bat. See if he goes a fastball up.
See if Trevor can tune up for it right here. 3-2. 1 out in the 9th. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on and driven down the right field line toward the pole. Slicing foul. Home run distance.
So
almost
close.
had one, did Trevor. But it was the fastball at 94, a little bit late.
Yeah, but at least that one was lower in the zone, and Trevor's able to get good wood on it. Just missed a go-ahead homer.
And now
326 feet away.
Now, given that swing, don't you think he's less inclined to double up on that pitch?
If he does, it needs to be up in the zone for it to be effective.
3-2. Here it is. Trevor swings and fouls it off. It was the slider. Trevor stays alive. 3-2.
Very good at bat from Trevor Story here against a tough righty in Luke Jackson.
Well, he is so important to everything the Red Sox want to do this year. Is Trevor Story put in so much work in the offseason trying to stay healthy and lead this team. 3-2. Outside ball 4. Great plate appearance for Story. The go-ahead run is aboard with 1 out in the 9th.
You know, we've talked about this a little off air, Will, and I said, you know, this team is going to get in tough spots and games like this, and they're going to out-grit you. Trevor Story's not seeing the ball well today, and he found a way to get on base right there.
Well, really, it should be 2 on with nobody out as it is. Story aboard with 1 down, and how about this for the kid? Christian Campbell bats. Story looking like he's inclined to go. He starts, stops, and Campbell takes a pitch high for ball 1.
I actually really like this matchup, even though he's very tough, Jackson is, with the slider. Campbell goes the other way really well, and if he stays on a slider, he can put a really good swing on it.
His family is here. They got him on Nesson. And they look cool as they can be. Throw to first, not in time for Trevor. It sort of makes you understand all of Christian, who is so calm and cool. His mom and dad and brother and girlfriend, they're nervous, but they don't look it.
No one's more nervous than mom and dad because they can't do anything. It's out of their control.
Love to see him do it right here. 1-0 to the kid. Here's the pitch. Story runs. The pitch is taken. Throw to second. Not in time. Foot first slide. Story steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position with 1 out in the 9th.
Trevor Story, when healthy, can impact baseball games in so many ways. The bat may not be there today, but he had a good at bat. He steals a big bag there to be a go-ahead run. And we obviously know about his defensive ability, but that's a big stolen bat.
So now a storybook moment possible for Campbell. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got a slider. It dove underneath the barrel. And it's 2-1.
Love the aggressive hack there. 2-0. It's okay to swing and miss. In an advantage count, it's okay to swing through a pitch. If you're full, don't just try to put it in play like it would be with 2 strikes.
2-1 to Christian Campbell. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball on the left side. It is off the glove of the third baseman into left field. Story had to hold. He's over to third. Campbell has his first big league hit, and the Red Sox have him at the corners with 1 out in the 9th.
I wish it kicked just a little bit further away for the RBI. That was really good base running by Trevor Story, because if that ball is caught at third base, he's caught no man's land and runs into an unneeded out.
So it hit off the third baseman Young's glove. The shortstop Smith was perfectly positioned. It went off his glove too into left field. So Campbell, there it is. Get him the baseball. He moves the go-ahead run to third with still only 1 out in the top of this 9th inning. Mike Maddox, the Ranger pitching coach, is on. And, Will, you've been in this spot before. That is not an easy thing to do. Your heart is racing. It's your first ever major league game. That's a huge at-bat.
You have to mentally dial it back, because in your head you're thinking all the best case scenario, like I want to hit a homer here and this and that, and really you need to just focus on the task at hand, focus on your approach at the plate, and put a good swing on the ball.
It is a hit for Campbell, and now Wilyer Abreu. Spot, the ball just has to be put in play. He homered to tie the game, did Abreu. And now with first and third and one down in a tie game in the top of the ninth. And now David Hamilton is coming out of the dugout. Is he going to run for Campbell? He is. Well, that's interesting. Defensive upgrade at second base and speed at first.
And more speed. I absolutely love the move. Alex Cora tends to have that knack to hit the right button at the right time. If you can happen to get a stolen bag here, you're a base hit away from a 2-run lead.
Well, he is a cheat code on the base paths. However, it is such a high-risk proposition with one out and a runner at third. Here's Abreu. 2-2 in the ninth. Jackson sets at the belt. He throws, and Willier takes outside a slider, and it's 1-0.
I mean, one of these sliders hangs over the plate. Willier Abreu hits the right-handed sliders just about as good as anyone. That hangs over the lower portion of the plate. He can lift that thing out of here.
He's already gone deep once today. 1-0 to Abreu. Story at third, Hamilton at first. Here's the pitch. Willier drives one high and deep into right field, at the track, at the wall. Gone! He got the slider. He launched a 3-run homer, his second of the day, and it is 5-2 Red Sox.
Willier Abreu, take a bow, buddy. My goodness. Put the team on your back. I told you, get this man a slider over the plate, and he's going to hit it a long ways, and that was a missile on a line. What a swing in a huge spot.
And that will do it for Luke Jackson. Willier Abreu, los gemelos están orgullosos. His twins are proud. Daddy goes deep twice, and the Red Sox in front in the ninth, 5-2. Pitching change on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
Baseball is back and the team is stacked. Money was spent, players were at it, and from what we can see, everything looks perfect. Aha! But what about what we can't see? It's just like your drains and pipes. The ugly, nasty, sometimes stinky truth is often the one you don't see at first. Drains by James is your expert residential and commercial drain and pipelining service. We'll find it, clean it, and get it back to new. Available 24/7. Drains by James. We give a poop about your pipes.
Come visit CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington this year to experience our state-of-the-art kitchen showroom. At CCL Homescapes, our design team listens, understands your family's needs, and stays on the pulse of trends. We work with you to create a beautiful and efficient space that your family will enjoy for years to come. Our showroom is open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Go to cclco.com to learn more about how we can create the kitchen of your dreams. cclco.com.
5-2 Red Sox. Sean Armstrong is on from the right side. Willier Abreu all smiles in the dugout, and why not? 2 homers on opening day. Now Connor Wong, 5-2 Red Sox. Sean Armstrong throws, and Wong takes strike one.
You feel that? It's just the weight lifted off of our shoulders because you're just like feeling the tension from the get-go. Game 1, and this team already showing they can out-grit you. They're going to find a way to win. Got to finish it.
And they got waves of talent, too. The pitch to Wong is a line drive up the middle, caught by Semien. Back to the second base back. Brilliant play. Wong is robbed. They're 2 down. Nobody talked about Willier Abreu, partially because he had the GI injury in camp, but a Gold Glove, spectacular rookie season, and here he's just taken off.
I mean, have a day to start your season. My goodness.
Here's Cedar Rafaela. 5-2 Red Sox. The pitch is a strike. Did you ever have a spring where you had as few at-bats as Abreu did this year?
No.
I mean, and that's what makes it so impressive that he hits the ground running.
It's just, he got a ton on the backfields that don't show up on the stat lines.
0-1 is grounded inside the third base bag. No foul and out of play. He is such a natural talent, it makes it look easy.
His bat-to-ball skills at times can be elite. Now, there was a lot of swing and miss with him at times last year as well. But today, I mean, we've seen him work the good walk. He's 3 for 3. He's got 4 RBIs. What more can you ask?
Well, and is loved in that clubhouse. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Rafaela is gone, but not before Wilyer Abreu launches a 3-run homer that puts the Red Sox ahead. By the way, stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got a full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. We got goosebumps here today. Bottom 9 next, 5-2. Slayton going to try to close it out on opening day on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items. Springfest and Ego Days are here at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery with purchase of a Select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. Plus, shop today for new and exclusive items you need for your lawn. So get ready for spring with the latest in innovation from Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Only at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Survivor 48 is here. And after every episode, dig deep into the show with On Fire, the official Survivor podcast. Listen to On Fire, the official Survivor podcast with me, Jeff Probst, every Wednesday after the show, wherever you get your podcasts.
Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Justin Slayton for the 9th inning, 5-2 Red Sox. Josh Young, right-handed hitter, to lead it off, and a first pitch cut fastball on the inside corner from Slayton, and that is strike 1. 27 years old, made his big league debut a year ago, did Slayton. He was awesome for the Red Sox. The 0-1. That's another strike, another cutter, and it's 0-2.
By the way, Justin Slayton grew up in Hallsville, Texas, about 2 hours from here, East Texas. I grew up in Texarkana, Texas, playing against Hallsville in high school. He's probably got a lot of people in attendance.
0-2, swing and a miss. He got him fastball at 97 miles an hour. And there is one out in the 9th. If you're just joining us, the McFarland Energy play of the game so far was this from Wilyer Abreu. Wilyer drives one high and deep into right field, at the track, at the wall. Gone! He got the slider. He launched a 3-run homer, his second of the day, and it is 5-2 Red Sox. It is indeed 5-2 as Jock Peterson pinch hits here. And he takes a first pitch fastball for a ball from Justin Slayton, and it's 1-0. Upgrade your air conditioning system for the summer rush at McFarlandEnergy.com. Swing and a miss at a cutter, and it's 1-1.
Really, the four-seam fastball up in the zone paired with that nasty cutter from Justin Slayton. Really uncomfortable batters in there.
1-1. Here it is. And a pitch that misses just outside. And it's 2-1. Slayton has always had the stuff, and we learned last year he does have the mentality of a closer. 2-1. High line drive into center field. Sadan's got it. 2 steps in, makes the play. Now the Red Sox are 1 out away from an opening day win.
I think from day one, when we saw Justin Slayton last year, we went, ooh, wow, ooh, he's going to be a closer one day. Now, he's closing today because Aroldis Chapman came in to face Seager a couple innings ago, but the stuff's unbelievable, and you can trust him in these spots.
5-2 Red Sox, 2 down in the 9th. Here's Higashioka. The pitch is just inside. That's ball 1. Yoshioka put the Rangers ahead with a wall ball double in the fourth, but since then the Sox have been on the back of Wilyer Abreu. The 1-0 swing and a miss, good cutter, and it's 1-1.
So two Rule 5 guys, a huge part of this bullpen. So as much as you want to say scouting isn't as important in today's game, they scouted those guys.
I would never say that ever. The 1-1 pitch is inside. That was sort of a big miss on a sweeper from Slayton. It's 2-1.
Yeah, so many teams. Look, I get it, time change, and you're leaning on numbers and technology, but none of that has the human eye of guys who've been around the game for a long time.
My eyes tell me that Wilyer Abreu is a stud. 2-1. The pitch is swung on and missed, a cutter, and Boston one strike away from a win. Duran shades toward the left field line even further with 2 strikes. The 2-2 chop foul outside of third. Garrett Crochet made his Sox debut, went 5 innings, only struck out 4. He was upset with himself, but he kept the Sox right in the ball game. Abreu tied the game with a homer in the 5th and put him ahead with a 3-run shot in the 9th. The 2-2. Swinging a high fly into center field. Rafaela's got it lined up. He waits. He's there. He makes the play, and the Red Sox win it on opening day thanks to Wilyer Abreu and his 2 home runs. 5-2 the final in Arlington. We'll have the post-game show next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lowe's knows you need quality paint at a price that works for you. That's why My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get 20% off all future paint and stain purchases once annual paint qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Shop today and earn rewards on your Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot purchases. Lowe's, we help, you save. Exclude spray paint and mist tints. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowes.com/terms for full details. Subject to change. Hear that? It's SpringFest savings calling your name. Only at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trimmer, blower, or mower. Plus, get your choice of any 2 bags of Miracle-Gro organic soil mix for only $16. Shop these can't-miss deals in-store or online today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Hawaii.
College sports hold a mythic place in American culture, but sometimes the drama off the court overshadows the action on it.
The higher-ups are concerned about one thing, and that is avoiding scandal.
I'm Margot Gray. On the new podcast, Campus Files, we cover everything, including some of the biggest scandals in college sports. Listen to and follow Campus Files, an Odyssey original podcast, available now on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, it's time to talk to my guy, Scott McFarland at McFarland Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlandEnergy.com/careers.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Bridgestone tires. So we buy Bridgestone tires for less and sell them for less. The guaranteed lowest price you'll find anywhere. Plus, we give you more free services for life than any other tire dealer. So when you're looking for Bridgestone tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI. This is the Nissan postgame show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
5-2, the Red Sox win it on opening day in Texas. The Wilyer Abreu show. And you know, Will, it just occurred that this was the site last year when Wilyer had the other 2 home run game of his career, the day that he found out that he'd lost his grandmother. And so there's something about this ballpark, there's magic in the air, and I guess now he's got 1 ball for each of his newborn twins to give him when he goes home.
I love that. I love that. It's a special place, and there's certain places in your career where you will have a big game, and every time you walk back in that building, you just have this flow of emotion and good feeling and confidence because you see the ball well here.
He's on with Jemai on Nesson right now. We're going to have him in just a minute here. It's hard to script anything better on opening day. The Red Sox got the first hit out of the way for Christian Campbell. Crochet wasn't his best, but certainly good enough. Garrett Whitlock, one of the unsung heroes of this game.
Absolutely. To your point, Crochet didn't have his best stuff, but he gave them a chance to win. He gave up 2 runs. It's not like he went out there and tossed a dud, right? He still has very good stuff, but up and down the lineup, guys came up with big at-bats. Trevor Story did not look good at the plate, but locked it in there in the last inning, stole a big bag. Just lots of contributions up and down the lineup.
You know, we said it during the broadcast, Will. This kid, Wilyer Abreu, we've not talked about him a lot. There's a chance that he and Rafaela make a big leap forward this year. There's something about him that is able to rise to the biggest moments.
It's a slow heartbeat, right? He's just so calm in every situation.
He's going into the dugout right now. We're going to get him on the headset here in just a moment. The Red Sox have won on opening day 5-2 against their old buddy Nate Eovaldi and the Texas Rangers. Sox get 2 big flies from Wilyer Abreu, who I believe is with us down in the dugout. Wilyer, felicitaciones, congratulations, fantastic job. You can answer in Spanish all you want. We'll translate away, but thank you so much for joining us. You must be flying high. 2 home runs on opening day.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Well, what was in your mind? You know, 2-1 game, 5th inning, Nate Eovaldi, nasty stuff. There's something about this ballpark and you. What were you thinking in both those spots?
I mean, I know Eovaldi is a good pitcher, so I was just trying to stay focused, waiting for something that I can hit, and, you know, he gave it to me.
2 balls, 2 home runs. I guess, Wilyer, now you got 1 for each of your new twins, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Wilyer, look, you didn't have a ton of spring training at-bats. I know you got some on the back fields, but that is not the same as real game at-bats. You sure look locked in mid-season form, huh? How you seeing it?
Yeah, I mean, I know I didn't have too much action on spring training, but I feel very good. I think I took enough at bats, like you say, in the backfield, but yeah, that helped me a lot to, you know, get the rhythm back.
Wilyer, what is it about this ballpark? We remember that crazy emotional day for you last year. You lose your grandmother, you hit a couple home runs, one of them off a lefty. What is it about this place that makes you feel so good?
I don't know. I mean, this is a great field to hit. I feel very comfortable hitting here. I don't know. I mean, the things just happen, you know.
We do, and we appreciate you taking the time. We know you doubled up on TV and radio. Thank you so much, Wilyer. Welcome back. New dad strength on Power. Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right. Wilyer Abreu joins us, and the hero of the day, 5-2, the Red Sox win it on opening day. You know, Will, again, this offseason we all talked rightly about Garrett Crochet and Alex Bregman and Aroldis Chapman and the drama with Devers going off at third base. This kid, Wilyer Abreu, won the Gold Glove last year, and before the stretch run where he struck out a bit, he was an elite hitter for the Red Sox. There's something about this guy that really jumps off the page. He could become an absolute star in Boston.
He absolutely can, and he really flies under the radar, to your point, with the stars on this team, the guys who they did bring in the offseason. He should have gotten a lot more Rookie of the Year votes than he did last year because he had a very good year. But to your point, the trajectory of his career at this point, I mean, it's going to be tough to top that one from today, but wow, what a start to 2025 for him.
About 6 hours ago, Will, you said that being around this team, you felt like they would outwork and outgrit people.
Yes.
And today was one of those days where Eovaldi had it, he was awesome, but you think about the little things in this game. Trevor working a big-time walk. They moved the line down. Campbell grinding an at-bat, getting his first at-bat, setting the scene for Wilyer.
Just look, early in the season, and it doesn't always happen in spring training, but normally within the first 2 to 3 weeks, you find out what the identity of a ball club is. You find out who you are. I think we found out in game 1, which we had a good idea who they were, but they got tested from square one today against a very nasty Nate Eovaldi, who had his best stuff today, and they just grinded out the at-bats, got into the bullpen against a tough guy in Luke Jackson, and then very good at bats to bring up Wilyer. Boom, game over.
Well, if that's not the A-plus Garrett Crochet, I mean, 5 innings, 2 runs. Higashioka gets maybe one of the 2 mistakes that he throws all day. But still, he looked the part. He was ticked off when he came out of the game. And then here comes Garrett Whitlock, who really was the bridge to Chapman and Slayton. In a lot of ways, this was like the perfect example of the value that Garrett can give a team.
100%, and they just showed you what they can be. Yes, we talk about the offensive a lot because of what Wilyer did, but this bullpen covered 4 innings. They didn't walk 1 batter. They only gave up 2 hits, obviously no runs. When you can get the ball to those 3 guys in the last 3 innings, teams are going to have a really hard time scoring any runs.
How about this? So he is the first Red Sox hitter, Wilyer Abreu, to hit multiple home runs on opening day since Hanley Ramirez and Petey both did it in 2015. They join Carlton Fisk and Carl Yastrzemski on that list. It's rarefied air. And again, Will, this is such a star-studded lineup for the first time in a long time. And these next layer players kind of go under the radar. This is such a deep club right now.
What's great, too, is Red Sox Nation, Red Sox fans everywhere came into this season with so much hope because of how things have gone the last couple seasons. And you just wanted them to get off on the right foot. It was a great spring training. Guess what? Doesn't matter, right? Get out of there healthy as you can. But game 1, you want to set the tone for your season. And I want to look back on this game in September and say they set the tone. They set their identity of who they were in game 1 of the season.
Slayton was awesome in the 9th inning. I think we've both seen that from him for a year now. He just looked totally up to the moment.
He did. It's closer stuff. And they have multiple guys, I think, that they trust, and they're going to play matchups. There might not be a set closer, just like Chapman came in because Seager was coming to the plate. You have guys you can play matchups with and you trust in late inning big situations.
You know, it's crazy. It sounds silly to say this. When you hit a 9th inning 3-run homer to go ahead, that feels like the most important swing of a game. I sort of feel like the one in the 5th that tied the game is right there with it because Eovaldi's totally locked in. The hitters are kind of overwhelmed. It felt like when he hit that one pitch out, the offense could breathe a little bit.
Of course, and all of a sudden, it just shows a little dent in the armor of Nathan Eovaldi, which he had his best stuff today. He was very good. He was not making mistakes. But when you do that, you tie a game. Yes, it's only the 5th inning. I get that. But in the bullpen, those guys react differently when they don't have a lead. Bullpen, they pitch differently when they have a 1-run lead. The adrenaline's a little different than coming into a tie ball game.
Infield defense was a hot button issue in the offseason. It was great today. I mean, Campbell bobbles the first chance, but he makes the play. That was a huge turning point in the game. Trevor was good, the double play with him and Casas. Bregman was Bregman. It was really fun to watch this infield play today.
Everyone contributed, right? There was the one tough play for Christian where he's playing up the middle, blown up bat, jam shot, tries to get his body in front of it, couldn't make the play. But that wasn't a misplay. That was just a tough play, made the effort, didn't get it done. But to your point, when the ball's hit on the ground, it's an out. And that's how it should be at the big league level.
Well, the other thing, too, the speed was out there, too. I mean, Duran stole a base. Trevor stole a base. This team can beat you in so many different ways.
I was just thinking, like, we're literally covering every aspect of a baseball game and what a team can do. In every aspect of the game, they did something well today to help them win the game. And that's how to your point, they can beat you a lot of different ways.
5-2, the final score on opening day. Brooksy, that was fun.
That was fun. Let's do it again tomorrow.
Let's do 161 more just like that. That was great. Bill Geiger, awesome as always here, mixing and producing and engineering the booth here at Globe Life Field in Arlington. Joe Braverman, the executive producer of Red Sox baseball on the radio. That was awesome. 5-2, the Red Sox beat the Texas Rangers on opening day. The Nissan postgame show is next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Geico gives you a total car coverage combo, from flat tires to fender benders, and with 24/7 help, too. Kind of like the combination of EDM, death metal, and smooth jazz. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items. Springfest and Ego Days are here at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery with purchase of a Select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. Plus, shop today for new and exclusive items you need for your lawn. So get ready for spring with the latest in innovation from Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Only at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
319 for offer details. Ends 3/31/25.
March Madness is here, and if you want to enhance the experience, join me, Gary Parrish, and my colleague Matt Norlander on the Ion College Basketball Podcast, part of the CBS Sports Podcast Network. We have new episodes at least 3 times a week and at the end of every night of the NCAA tournament. So before you go to bed, hang with us, or know we'll be there when you awake. We'll break down games, make picks against the spread. Most of all, we'll have a blast. So join us on the Ion College Basketball Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Spring cleaning is upon us, but there's one meaningful box that you don't throw away when cleaning out your closet. It's the box filled with your family's important videotapes, film reels, and photos. Hi, I'm Adam Baselogger.
And I'm Nick Mako. We started Legacy Box over a decade ago to help families organize and update their analog media to digital.
Legacy Box is simple and easy. It works and is safe. Over 1 million families have trusted Legacy Box.
And Legacy Box has been featured in Good Housekeeping, The Today Show, and Rachel Ray.
Legacy Box is like magic, converting your shoebox of memories to the cloud or thumb drive, ready to watch and share.
Declutter your closet by digitizing your media. Become more organized and accomplished, knowing your family's recorded past is safe forever. Take advantage of our spring cleaning sale going on now. It's the easiest task to check off your to-do list.
For a limited time, you can get started for just $9 a tape. Visit legacybox.com/value to get our $9 sale. That's legacybox.com/value to get our $9 offer. legacybox.com/value.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The 2-2. Swinging a high fly into center field. Rafaela's got it lined up. He waits. He's there. He makes the play. And the Red Sox win it on opening day thanks to Wilyer Abreu and his 2 home runs. 5-2 the final in Arlington.
Well, how do you like that? Welcome in. It is the Nissan postgame show. I'm Christian Arkian, and you deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan dealer, Nissan store, and NissanUSA.com today. Nice win for the Red Sox in Texas. A 5-2 final that saw Wilyer Abreu, the hero of this one, with a couple of home runs on a night where offense was kind of at a premium. There wasn't really a whole lot of opportunities for this Red Sox team to go out there and make these things happen on the base paths or really at the plate. Jarren Duran, the only one of the top 5 that got even a hit or on base at all for the Red Sox in this game. He did have 1 hit in the game. Devers, Bregman, Casas all going 0 for 4. Trevor Story drew a walk, but he couldn't really get much going at the plate. Outside of Wilyer Abreu, Connor Wong, and of course Christian Campbell, who got his first major league hit today. It was a tough one there for the Red Sox as the offense getting stifled by Nathan Eovaldi, who was very good through 6 innings, struck out 9 batters with 2 runs on 3 hits. We saw the debut of Garrett Crochet. I would say he was good, not great, but he was very good. 5 innings, 2 runs on 5 hits with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. He threw 88 pitches, labored a little bit, as got into a lot of deep counts, 3-2 counts early on, a couple of walks there, but ended up only yielding the 2 runs and handing it over to the bullpen. Garrett Whitlock with a nice 2 innings, including a strikeout, allowed 1 hit. Aroldis Chapman made his debut as well. He got through an inning with just 1 hit and 1 strikeout, no walks, and Justin Slayton picking up the save as the de facto closer in this one. Interestingly enough, right after we hear from Alex Cora that Aroldis Chapman's going to be the closer, he did mention there may be some eighth-inning situations in which you want to go to Chapman, and this was one of them, so it ended up working out okay, but really, the man of the hour, that would be Wilyer Abreu, and the McFarland Energy play of the game tonight, that would be Wilyer Abreu striding to the plate in the ninth inning with Trevor Story and David Hamilton on base.
Here's the pitch. Wilyer drives one high and deep into right field, at the track, at the wall. Gone! He got the slider. He launched a 3-run homer, his second of the day, and it is 5-2 Red Sox.
Wilyer Abreu, take a bow, buddy. My